45 seconds. Seconds. The show will start in 15 seconds, and this is your last audible warning.
Previously on the Bubba the Love Sponge Show.
I was just shocked that my loyalty, like undying loyalty and commitment and hours and time, and I never wanted anything back from it except my dad and his respect and his love, and loyalty got me nowhere. No. And yes men got all the glory. It was really disheartening.
Wow. You're listening to the Bubba the Love Sponge Show.
Broadcast rights for the Bubba the Love Sponge Show have been granted to this station by the Bubba Radio Network and is intended solely for the enjoyment of our listening audience. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or other use of this production without the express written consent of the Bubba Radio Network is prohibited.
I don't know that in your lifetime, just because I think the only time you went to Indiana is when we used to go to the PRI shows together. So I don't know that you've actually ever been to the Indianapolis Motor Speedway.
Yeah, I was there one time.
Oh, you were?
I was kind of young, yeah.
Okay. And the infamous Tom.
I hitchhiked there.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Hold on. Same way remember this, at least you said, this is a story, when you hitchhiked for that chick in Minnesota.
Yeah, and then I got snowed in.
How long did it take to go to from
3 days, 4 days.
Now, were there some guys that would like...
Weirdos.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Were you always like, man, this person...
I looked down at the console one time. I remember driving in this guy's car, and the console, and I wanted to go to sleep, but I don't know the guy. You know, to be sleeping in the front seat. And in the console, I could look down, and I could see this chunk of money folded, sitting there. I see it's money. It's in between some envelopes or something. And then I started nodding out, and I felt him put his hand on my leg. Like just laid his hand on it.
You were a kid at this time, weren't you?
Yeah.
Like 18, 17?
Yeah, about 16, 17.
16.
So he put his hand on my leg, and then I said, oh.
That ain't gonna work.
And then so I kind of like leaned forward and made like I said, oh, I'm starting to feel sick. And you pull over, I got to puke.
I got to puke.
And he pulled over, and I grabbed that money and ran.
Oh, you did?
Yes, I did. So I was wanted then. I was in Tennessee, somewhere in Tennessee.
How much ended up being after you went?
I don't remember, but it was a few $100.
Yeah,
it was worth it.
Anyway, late night, man. So much to cover today. Brooke's husband, because they're in town, staying at Tara's house for our little get together we're having Saturday night. That I'm not really talking about, but Steve is like bored off of his mind, and he loves coming in and hanging out. So Steve's going to come in about 7:30. I told Lummy to tell Steve, listen, just don't sit there like a bump on a log and let me throw stuff to you, and it's going to be like all hockey related. Just like double, and I call double. If anybody knows what double dutching is, like it's where two girls get two jumping ropes. And it's where you know how girls used to jump rope.
Yeah.
But it was with a single rope. But double dutching is when they do it with 2 ropes. You know, they get 2 ropes going, and you really got to be good and kind of time it just to even get into the rope. And so for years, it's been an ongoing, you know, God, when David Wells used to call in, he used to go, double Dutch. But it's a term that we used to use back in the 98 Rock days. And when I would have somebody in here, I'd be like, man, you got to double Dutch yourself into the conversation. Like, you know, when people are talking or whatever, there's natural pauses, and you got to double Dutch yourself in. So I don't have to throw it to you all the time. Now, you know, there'll be some times where somebody's hogging the mic up, and this ended up getting me in trouble with Seth. But, you know, when I try to feel like I need to get one of my guys involved into the conversation, Chub It Up Spice, $20.
All right.
The Gene Lasser. That's not to be confused with the first donation of the day, the Glow Bug.
Bugger.
Love her. 25. Lummy, overnight trading. It was unbelievable. Gary Selder.
Nice.
$200. Kenny Price. Love that guy. I've been talking to him privately, and you wouldn't believe how many, like even Dan, a doctor, full blown.
Macho Man come here to choke me out.
Oh yes. Oh yeah, man.
I always sit in the wrong place, don't I, Macho?
But look,
I'm a real pain in your butt.
Can you see? Look how big he's getting. I guess when you're a bodybuilder, you go like, there's times that you bulk, and then there's times that you kind of like diet and shred. He's in the bulking stages right now. Look at him. Look at how jacked. Look at this. Look how jacked he is. Sure. Man, if I looked like that, people couldn't
you
live
look
with
like
me.
that, you'd be AI.
No, if I looked like that, Gene, I'd be impossible to live with. If I was the size of Ty J,
you're
and I
not
looked like
that guy yet.
So Lummy, did you send my apology to Ty J?
Yes, I did.
What did you do to him?
He's full hot.
He was good. He's good. He was trying to call in yesterday just to wish you happy birthday. But
All right,
I hope
but does he know? Gene, I hope he doesn't punch me because it would be over.
Yeah.
I mean, you want me to, you know that little belt.
No, but I'm just talking about
that little
friend to friend punches, like you deserve this. Boom.
You know how you had that Bell's palsy?
Yeah.
My entire left side of my face would be ruined if he really got that.
I think he's mad at me too.
Oh, you don't want, listen, Gene, you don't want heat with him because he's a
I think
he's a silent
I think
he's a silent
upset
killer.
with me because my Bell's palsy went completely away.
Well, listen, Gene, stop. So anyway, Lummy, did you send my apology? He
Yes,
did. He did send me a very long text, and it was cool and stuff. But I feel like I've upset him. He was good. He was scheduled to be here for Bubba 199 tonight, and he didn't. And he has to politely decline.
Oh man!
I guess because I got heat with his wife on the White House mention, and I'm just so I'm sick to my stomach that potentially he's mad at me. But anyway, Kenny Price, $100 last night, and Kenny, he retired. Head of neurology and brain surgery at I think University of North Carolina, Chapel Hill, and even Dan, like Tara and me and Larry Plummer and a lot of the Bubba Armies that have various body scans or CT scans or MRIs having to do with your back or anything neurological. I bet you he's looked at 20 sets of medical scans from various people in the Bubba Army to get a second opinion. And Dan was able to find a couple of things that the local doctors missed based on Kenny Price's knowledge.
Nice.
Zachary Weedo, $20 last night, all in an overnight training. So I woke up this morning and my PayPal was already at at $400. I'm like, well, hold on, I cleared that out last night. Because, Lummy, I mean, we're getting close. Anytime we're getting close to payroll, I'll clear out the daily amount just to get it in the account.
Makes sense.
I mean, I'm always juggling, moving stuff from the merch. I'm always juggling, trying to make payroll and rent.
T-shirt will 25.
And so late night trading last night, and then this morning, Gloria Zach for Alaska Friday. So thank you very, very, very much. Yesterday was a huge. Oh, Lummy, let me also say that Lummy, thank you. Lummy got me a birthday card, and I think that's supposed to be Hootie. Is that supposed to be Hootie?
Yeah.
You drew him on there?
No.
I wish I could draw.
Oh, yeah. That kind of looks like Hootie a little bit.
It does a little bit.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Did Walker Man do it?
No, but I got.
He picked it out though.
I got a Longhorn gift card, my favorite place in the world to eat. Then 1, 2, 3 scratch-off tickets.
Figured, have you try your luck.
Thank you, Lummy.
No problem.
Thank you so much. And then these are things that I've gotten through the week that I wanted to open, yesterday, and I got a Permagron. Sent me a birthday card. Thank you, Permagron, and with a, of course, Longhorn gift card.
There you go.
Thank you, Permagron. And then I got something earlier this week from JHR from North Wales, Pennsylvania, which I don't know who JHR. That's Rittenhouse.
Yeah, Rittenhouse.
That's Rittenhouse.
Yep.
And he now this is what I don't know. Did he have this made?
I'm not sure
Because it's a Bubba trading card. You know how we had talked, and Lummy, you know how I was kind of under the misconception that it was going to take. I thought somebody sent me a figure that it was going to cost us $30,000 for us to do trading cards for all of us.
No way.
And now we have one less person, so maybe it'll be. But Daniel Rose gets a hold of me, and it's like, no.
Yeah.
I can get that done way cheaper.
Yeah, he knows those guys.
And so I'm thinking about doing Bubba trading cards, and when you get them, they'll be encased with the certification on the back, your name on the front, and Lummy will do maybe a certain percentage of them autos and things like that. I need to get with Daniel Rose and kind of maybe rough that in as to how much it would cost. Then he sent me a Walter Payton trading card and a Deion Sanders.
Oh, nice.
So, man, Jim Rittenhouse, thank you so much. And Jim, will you get a hold of Jim?
Yeah.
And ask him where he got that card made?
Yes.
Because you know how if we had Bubba trading cards and there was we did I don't know, maybe 250 of each people, but then you do some maybe only 5 Gene Lasker autos and maybe only 2 Bubba, you do a couple of them that are super rare and you sell them as a set, I don't know. But I need to get a hold of either Daniel Rose if he's got a manufacturer, or maybe get a hold of Jim Rittenhouse to see who he got them done from, because those are super cool. Yeah. Oh, Lummy, listen, can you take a screenshot of me here?
Yeah.
'Cause I want to send it to Griffo and Matt Stone and of course John Cracciola. 90. There you go.
Nice.
That's our new format in Panama City and Fort Walton Beach. It's called the Bone, and don't confuse it with the stupid Bone here in Tampa. It's not. It's like a super kick-ass rock station, Metallica, into Tool, into AC/DC, into maybe a throwback of Ram Jam, Black Betty. It's really badass. And I don't know what the internet is. Maybe you can find it for me, Lummy, but you can also listen to it on the internet. So if you get tired of listening to Bubba or Bubba replays, go to the Bone, and they're in Fort Walton Beach and Panama City. So Lummy, did you take a picture of that?
Yes, I did.
I'm going to send it to the boys.
Perfect.
Appreciate it. So yesterday, Gene Lasker, you're a dick. You really are.
Here we go again.
But I love you. I love you to death because you're absolutely, even though you're shot out of a cannon on the show, and this is kind of your show shtick, if you will, deep down, you're one of the coolest, one of the most down to earth. Just man, you're just such a good dude, and you really helped out my fiance and Erica yesterday. Poor thing.
She broke down on the interstate.
And I feel horrible because she has her. By the way, she's got a beautiful. She loves Ford dualies. She loves them. And she had one that was a little bit newer, and I thought it was just overkill. I have a truck, but I don't have a dually. I got kind of a baby truck in my little F-150. It's kind of Gene knows it's nice and it looks nice, and I really take care of it. I got I got a Raptor grill on it and a pretty good kit. And Gene, for an F-150, it looks pretty cool.
Nice truck.
But it ain't a dually. Real men have dualies. And real men can hook up a lot of weight to their dually. And so she had a newer dually, and she had a ton of equity in it because she just is so smart about buying things correctly, not getting killed. And she bought this one used and put probably 50,000 miles on it. And I was like, man, those things are selling for $30,000 or something. Let's sell it. when she bought her new house and we needed to do all these improvements and stuff. So she sold it because I didn't think we needed another dually. I just didn't think we did. But she saw this 96 F350 old school dually with the Ford 7.3. And those are really desirable.
Yes, they
and
are.
so it was really, really. It only had 106,000 miles on it, which for a 7.3, I've been told that ain't nothing.
That ain't nothing.
They don't even start breaking into like 250. So, and if you keep the oil changed on them and run, and
Last forever.
you're gonna do good with them. So she bought it. She picked it up for $13,000. The only thing is, it was just so sun faded. I mean, it looked like,
But that's it.
And Lummy, we got Adam from Fenderworks, which, by the way, Gene, that's my connection, and I've since turned you on to him. And is he not a good dude or what?
Yes, he did a great job on my dually, and my dually's all aluminum, so it's kind of hard to fix them things.
He
fixed it nice.
A good dude.
It looks nice. Yours looks really
Man,
nice.
It's perfectly back to brand
If
new.
there's anybody in the Tampa or St. Pete, specifically Pinellas County, he's over there right by the airport.
Yeah.
In that industrial park,
On
kind of by the
118th.
kind of by the racetrack.
Yeah, right
Kinda
behind it.
Right behind Showtime Race Time. And it's not really a big place.
No.
But man, he does the majority of his work. All these used car dealerships are like within a 5 to 10 mile radius that get a car on trade-in, and they got a little ding here, a little dent there. They need repainted. That's where he does that's where he makes a ton of money from. He always has 5 to 7 used cars in there from a used car lot that he has to repaint or fix some way, shape, or form. But my God, he's a hell of a body man. He's a hell of a painter.
Yeah, he is.
And he put a brand new paint job on Merch Crick's F350, and it looks well. Todd Stepp, because
Todd Stepp wants it now.
Todd Stepp saw it. I think you're on the thread. He's like, God dang, that's a show truck.
That's a show truck.
Gene, you know what I do got to do though is I got to get there end up being some paint or something on the rear wheels, so I got to get the rear wheels polished, or I know
What, it got on the rims?
Yeah, I got on the wheels, on the chrome wheels. So I got to get those. But that you can get that handled, can't you?
Yeah.
Or find somebody
a
to do
good detailer will come in there and just buff that right out of
Yeah.
there.
So let me tell you my story. So going back to Gene's absolutely the best ever. And I feel horrible for Merch Crick, and I don't want her to ever feel that she can't. But she knows better than to interrupt the show. Like,
She wasn't doing that.
Well, and she knew that. So she brought her 96 F350 here yesterday with the trailer, with her car trailer, because she had to stop by Lummy and get some building supplies for the new house.
Yeah.
Like some sheets of plywood or something. And so she had the trailer here. So she came here early in the morning to work on moving, continuing to pack things upstairs, our clothes, and just she wanted to work like 2 hours from 6 until 10, and then blast out of here, head to Home Depot, pick up the building supplies, take them back to our house where Bob Cook is, working on the studio and things like that. So she knew that I had Brooke on the air and I was doing a long form interview, and that was, when the Brooke Hogan thing represented a couple different things. Not only was it great content and topical content talking about the documentary that was just released the night before, the 4-part series on Netflix, the Hogan Fluff Job. And she, I don't know, Lummy, that anybody, I've been watching, X and Facebook, and everybody has their own opinions about this thing, but nobody is closer to the situation than her. Like, her opinion is probably one of the most, valuable opinions on this particular documentary. And so when I have her on the air, not only am I producing great content and stuff that, is topical and her opinion on something that's pop culturally super hot right now, but then Gary's going to be able to take that. And by the way, Gary, you got Gary Cantrell, which you're getting a raise here soon, Gary.
Woo!
I'm just telling you, buddy. I appreciate you so much. And Lummy, when he's on it and he gets his little stories and his reels and his shorts, oh my God. I mean, it's remarkable. And then he'll spread those across every platform, and we get so much traction. Now, we're a little flat on YouTube right now because YouTube's changed some algorithms, but Gary's got him. I think Gary has figured him out.
Yeah, I mean, he's always sitting there. He's trying to learn every day.
Right.
It's something.
But man,
changing.
he's got Facebook dialed in. God dang, Gary.
Good job,
So
Gary.
so while I'm doing the Brooke deal, Gary is cutting up shorts for it, and those shorts, I mean, are exploding right now on Facebook to the point where I think we picked up 2,000 new followers yesterday
Gotta
alone.
like that.
Yesterday alone. So Erica knows that I can't kind of be interrupted. But this was an emergency.
Yeah,
Like
she could have done it, and it would have been
fine,
legal.
But she knew. Okay,
She didn't want to.
She pulled out of here
Yep.
with her F-350 96, and it has 2 tanks on it, 2 gas tanks on it. Now, if anybody knows anything about a diesel, if you run it out of gas,
It won't start again.
you're going to have to
prime it, bleed it.
starting fluid.
Yeah, all that.
One of the tricks, Gene, that my buddy Travis showed me back in the day is you take a shop rag or a towel and you saturate it with ether or starting fluid, and then you literally put it into
Right there in the breather hole.
Right there in the breather hole, but you got to hold on to it, or
It'll suck right in there.
because it'll suck right in there. So, she obviously didn't know how to do that. And so she has 2 tanks on this thing, and she was getting low on one tank, so she knew the other tank was full. So she was getting down to like below a quarter on one tank, and so she flips it over to the other tank.
It don't flip.
And she knows it's full because she filled it. But I think the flip switch or the mechanism that flips it over from tank A to tank B.
Those are a pain in the ass. They don't never work.
Yeah, well, she
They
thinks
don't work when they're brand new.
she thinks she's on tank 2. She's not. She's on tank 1. She pulls up on West Shore Lummi, gets on the interstate. This is morning drive traffic now. This is 8:30. This is 8:30.
That's the worst time to.
Poor little thing. And she's, F-350 dually, and with a dog, with Bella, and pulling a trailer. What is that, Gina?
30-footer.
30-foot all-steel car trailer. I mean, that bitch is unbelievable. She can't cook. She can't make cereal, but she could. She works like a man. So she gets to the Dale Mabry 275 exit, Lummi, and the car dies out, runs out of gas. So she's stranded, and she knows she can't call me. So she's crying. I think at this point was she crying when she called Eugene?
Kinda, but
Yeah.
not really crying. She was trying to make it sound like she was tough.
Yeah.
But you could hear in her voice that she was
I
bummed
think
That
out.
was how cool she was. She didn't tell us. Like
No.
me and Macho.
No, she called Macho. Macho, you're on. What time did she end up calling you, Macho? I know she called Macho eventually, but
Actually, I was trying to find out something from her, and I saw her typing forever, so I figured something was going on, so I called her.
now was she crying at the time?
No, but she did sound very disheveled.
Yeah.
I think she was on the road for a total of an hour and a half.
And I felt really bad about what I called her about, too.
Yeah. So
I
anyway,
didn't know she was going through that.
so so guess who she calls? Gene Lasker.
And I'm so
And Lasker
glad that I was by my phone.
Lasker picks up the phone. Yellow. That's what he always says. Yellow. She's like, Gene, I'm
like-
stranded.
He goes, I broke down.
I broke down. I'm on.
And Bubba's got Brooke on, and it's really going good, and I can't call him. And I says, okay, what do you sending your record right now? And she says, yeah. She's something about Hatfields and
She's got some kind of
Haverty's
bull crap record
or
service.
I said, no.
Like called Haverty.
I said,
First of all,
but
yes.
I got a trailer. And I go, that's not a problem.
So I
You off
yesterday,
the road? Do
I
I
yelled
need-
at her yesterday. I go, listen, let me give you Todd Stepp's personal number.
That's it. We all got it.
And you don't need this. She's got like Haverty towing insurance where up to 100 miles. I'm like, honey,
No.
we Steps is a sponsor of the show. Todd Steps is my buddy. Every Steps truck has a Bubba Army sticker on it.
They're waiting to tell us.
If you call Steps Towing and mention Bubba Army just as a private citizen, you get, I think, 10 or 15% off your bill. So like that's, so she calls Gene and I'm not kidding you. Laster's going, where you at? She's like, I'm just a little bit past Dale Mabry on 275. Hang tight. Don't freak out. I'm on it. Within 25 minutes, Lasker already has Todd Stepp on the phone, has a flatbed there, and the flatbed, loaded up, disconnected the trailer.
Sent his best driver.
By the way, I gave him $100 just because, I mean, and a whole bunch of Bubba Army merchandise. This guy was the best. So so Merch Crick gets her truck worked on somewhere in Dade City. That's where she's always taking her diesels, which that's fine. She's got a little mechanic who does a good job for him. So the guy loads up the F-350 and then loads up the truck because you can load on a flatbed like we see Bobby do all the time. You can
put
load
the truck
up,
on top and the trailer on the back,
and then you can pull a trailer. So he pulls it out to our house. We unload the trailer. Bob and New York Greg are there out working on the new studios and things I just can't thank you enough, Gene, for putting it all together. And Gene had steps towing there in 23 minutes. And so she calls me right at 10. Now, Lummy, here's the thing. She's got Bella. Now, Bella's the nicest dog in the world, but she's somewhat protective of, like, when she's with her mom or dad.
Sure, yeah.
And so he gets the Merch Crick goes to get Bella out of the car, and she doesn't recognize this dude, and he's got a yellow shirt on, and he's reaching inside the F-350, and she goes, well, the steps guy. So, Eric was going to, just put Bella and her in the flatbed and ride the flatbed truck out to our house, right?
Yeah.
Well, because that's what you do when you ride with the guy. The guy said, listen, ma'am, I can't take this dog. I'm afraid. And she's like,
I'm afraid.
She's like, you don't understand. She was just barking to, because you're a stranger. But like, as soon as I talk to you and like she sees that we're friends, she's not going to do anything. He's like, nope, So I get a call, Lummy, the minute the show ends. She's like, Bubba. And I'm like, yeah, what, honey, what? She's like, I'm at Dale Mabry in 275. And I'm broke down, but I got steps towing, and they've loaded up everything, and we're ready to go. But he refuses to take Bella because Bella kind of snapped at him a little bit. And so can you come pick up Bella?
Oh,
can you come pick up? Oh, my God. Let me, Kenneth Kendall. Let's fudge some whores.
Yeah.
250. Large. Thank you, Kenneth Kendall. Thank you so much. So she goes, you got to come pick up Bella because he won't. I'm going to jump in the truck with him and ride it back to the house, but he refuses to pick up Bella. So I'm like, where you at? She's like 275 Del Mabry, just north of that. So Lummy, I tell Brooke and Steve, listen, I got to go. I was talking to Brooke and we were having a great time and, just really reminiscent. And, she's coming to my gimmick on Saturday. And, I just love her so much, and I feel for her so badly. It's just she's getting the runaround on the autopsy, and I feel so bad because that documentary, they completely buried her. They just put Nick over like $1 million and just completely glossed over all of her, and in fact, buried her. I felt didn't really acknowledge her like they should have. And she's even said, I think on yesterday's show, that before it came out, she knew she wrote herself out of the will. And she doesn't expect any money, doesn't expect any of that. But she thought just maybe, because she knew her dad was taping this, last year when he was still alive, but they weren't kind of really talking. She was like, deep down in my heart, I was hoping that my dad, when they interviewed him, kind of extended the olive branch, or like, I miss, my
give her something she deserves.
Just give me something. Like, man, I got the best daughter. I miss my daughter. I really do. I miss my daughter. But he was so brainwashed by Scientology and so brainwashed by his new wife that, in my opinion, his new wife absolutely was Brooke's worst critic and got in his ear.
I thought they were friends, though.
Well, she was friendly. But, at the end of the day, I think, I think Sky knew that Brooke knew so much about Terry, knew just a lot of medical things about Terry, and this is just my opinion, but and listen, I'm making this observation based on watching the documentary. That's why I'm making it. But it's my opinion that Sky kind of put a slide job on Brooke with Terry, and that was the disconnect. So deep down, Brooke was really sad. After we got off the air, she was sad. She was like, I really wish my dad would have kind of acknowledged me more. It was all the big, just put Nick over, and the whole thing opens up with, the one person that's been by my side all these years. Nick was in L.A. and Vegas for 15 years when Brooke was down here helping remodel his beach house. And did you know that she paid $210,000 of her own money? Listen to this. $210,000 of her own money. Hogan bought the beach right after the hurricane. Hogan bought the beach house right beside him, just like Eugene, because he didn't want anybody to buy it, and he wanted to control his neighbors. And if you own the house, you can control it. You can control who you rent it to.
I got great neighbors now.
Or you can keep it vacant and just put your friends over there. He had enough money.
Yep.
So she came in, spent $210,000, remodeled it, because that's what she does. I mean, if you look at HGTV right now, Rock the Block, she is, on that show right now. I think they just got done with episode 2. And she's on that show because she owns B&B Designs, and that's what she does. She's an interior decorator. And so she came down and redid the entire house. Cost her her and Steve, $210,000. And she's told this story on my show before. All she wanted, she's like, Dad, I don't want any money. I just want to be able to watch. I want to drink a beer. I want to drink Miller Lights, me and you. And I want to watch the sunset from the balcony of your new remodeled home. And he told her, that doesn't work for me.
Like they did when they were little.
Yeah. That doesn't work for me, Brookie. So
why?
I don't know. Nobody knows. So anyway, I'm having a good conversation with Brookie, and Merch Crit calls me. I see my phone ringing at 10:05. And she's like, can you come pick me up? You don't have to pick me up, but you got to pick Bella up. And you don't understand the asphalt. The asphalt's burning her paws right now. You have to be careful with your animals when they're on asphalt.
Oh, yeah.
When they're on asphalt, because it will burn their paws.
Yes, sir.
And she's like, I'm like, yeah. I mean, so I had the Crown Vic, Lummy. And so I pull on the West Shore, and it's because of her because of her stranded on the side and steps towing, having it all loaded up. It's backed up, clear to wet. Like, Lummy, when I get on to merge, it's already backed up, like bumper to bumper. And so I just put it in the very far right emergency lane, and I'm that guy. And Lummy, you know how I have green lights because of Adam from Fenderworks.
So you hit lights too?
So I got green lights on my Crown Vic. So I hit the green lights, and I literally get on the emergency lane and pass everybody. Now I'm officially that guy. I know people, and it's got Bubba Army stickers all over it, and I know everybody's yelling at me. But I figured this, Gene, if a cop pulled me over, because you're not supposed to do that.
But you were doing something.
Well, no, I was going to the
fix
wreck.
Traffic, right?
No,
exactly.
So if a FHP, because they'll pull you over for doing that in a minute. If you're driving on the median I was like, listen, I'm not trying to improve my traffic position. And my girlfriend is the one that this whole backup is from. And I'm going to, she is stranded with our dog. So I'm actually going to the wreck. So I'm thinking, Gene, that they would have said, okay.
Yeah, they would have.
That's what this lane is for tow trucks and emergency personnel to get to the wreck. The tow truck's already loaded her up. She needs picked up, or the dog needs picked up now. Like, I'm not going so that I can go and get right up to the wreck, let me then merge in and, kind of screw a guy. I'm going to the wreck. So I go and I get there really quick. Bella loads up. She's panting. And then Steps Towing brings the truck to our house. We unload the trailer because she had some stuff on the trailer. And then she had Lummy. She had all kinds of stuff in the truck. So listen to this, Gene. Steps had to take the truck down so we could get in the truck and unload it.
And unload it.
And then they drove it to her repair place. But Gene Lasker came through. Gene, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much. And it just made everything so much easier and efficient. She was crying, and she's like, I just knew Gene. So I gave her Todd Stepp's number.
She said, she goes, and Bubba has told me so many times, if I'm in a bind and I can't get a hold of him, to call Gene.
Yeah, exactly. Call Gene. Call, like Tom. This is how it goes. Tom Bean, Gene, Fabrizi, Jimmy Clevis, the Diacos. Like, she has a whole list of people she can call.
Right.
Brian will help her too. or Lummy, like Lummy,
Yeah.
or my guys. So, she knows that she can call any of my guys. Like, she could have called you, Lummy. You would have checked your phone, even on the air. You would have quietly not interrupted the interview, but maybe kind of stepped out or got a hold of Mach and said, listen, and then you would have, so Merch Crick realized that Lummy and Gene and Jimmy and the Fabrizis and Tom Bean and Ken Snyder and just all my boys can get it done for you, even One-Eyed Billy. So, anyway, Gene, you were the choice, and you knocked it out.
Good job, Gene.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
So listen, I want everybody to, I asked Lummy, do you think, the trolls or, I don't know. This is the first glimpse that I've given anybody of our new studios. I've been seeing a bunch of stuff. It's going to be cheap. Bubba's really fallen from grace because he really had a huge compound.
Don't look cheap to me.
Hold on.
I can see a lot of money in there already.
And I got all this Euro lighting. Let me see
Wow,
that.
that's
Nice.
some real good stuff.
Yeah. So, but I've been seeing the comments. Oh my God, it's going to be it's a 3-car garage and well, I've added on to it just to let you know. And and boy, he used to have a full blown compound. And now this just shows you how far. Listen, the full blown compounds are no longer needed in today's content. You don't have to have a stage because bands don't come in. You don't have to have a shower because strippers don't come in. You don't have to have a pole because porn stars don't come in. But what you need is something that looks really good visually. And we built this studio not with the visual aspect in mind. And then over the years, we have added 5,416 televisions in here to give it kind of a Times Square look. And as we are now taking a lot of those away and hanging them in our new studio, and Lummy, we're getting real close to having the walls and everything done. All we got to really do. In fact, Mach came out yesterday. And I think I'm going to need to get with maybe a professional mover to move the cabinetry where we are sitting. Like your guys' console and my console all need to be moved, and they're going to probably have to be moved out the sliding glass door off the stage. But I don't think that we have the capability or know-how to do it. So if it costs me a couple $1,000 to get a mover to do it, we're going to do it. So the only thing that's, I'm sorry, go ahead, Mach.
I was going to say, I would argue the actual usable studio space is the same, if not a little bigger.
Yeah, and I'll tell you this, engineering is going to be, like if our engineering now is a 6 out of a 10, just because it's kind of cluttered, and Macho didn't wire any of that according to how he would want to do it. It's been jerry-rigged over by a couple different people. And it's just, it's not the most efficient thing. The actual main wiring run that goes from the board to engineering is 3 times longer than it needs to be. The mic processing's in a whole nother room that's not air conditioned. So, Macho's room and engineering, it might end up being as impressive as the studio.
It's going to look like a professional control room, yeah.
Yeah, it's going to look like a professional control room. So here is, and I'd love to get people's comments in chat and various other places, Facebook comments, what have you. I'd love to get your opinion. This is just, the walls and I think, Lummy, we're done with that. I think Bob has a few more things that potentially he has to hang or wire up. I know Travis needs to come in and do the air now.
Yes, it needs air bad.
Yeah, so
really bad.
Yeah, so hopefully Travis will get a look at it Saturday and size it up, and we can get him and maybe Angus. And
I talked to Angus about it. He said, he kind of has an idea of what he thinks Travis should do. So
well, we're not Travis. Travis is the boss.
That's what I'm saying. That's why he's going to say
Travis is a boss man, and Angus and Snook Slayer can
what
come
are we
in.
having to invent where the ducks are?
No. Well, it's just Travis needs to look at it now that it's done.
Yeah.
Here is the world. You know what, Lummy? I'm going to do is I'm going to actually do some words.
There you go.
And I'm going to come back with this.
Perfect.
I'm going to actually show you guys what the beginnings of the new studio look like. And I think you'll be amazed. And nothing's going to be cluttered. Everything's going to be cleaner. I'm not going to have this tower. I'm not going to have my refrigerator behind me. I'm only going to have 2 monitors, and then I'm going to have monitors that are up top that I can see. It's just going to be so much cleaner and more and less clutter. And like if you look at this wide shot now, and you can see Gene and Lummy from behind, it looks cluttered. It's going to be a lot. All the lights, all these lights are going to be in the ceiling where you can't see them. We got professional cameras. Did you see the camera we shot Brooke on yesterday, Lummy?
Yeah, that's what we made sure me and Macho after the show, so you didn't see.
Oh my God, that looks so good.
That was the one thing where that's when we found out Merch Creek. We were going to put the backdrop with Bubba Army behind
but she
her.
took it.
Yeah,
She didn't know.
Well, we didn't want to tell. You know.
That's what I was texting her about when she had her incident. So I feel really bad about that.
She's like, "Oh my God, Macho Man was actually mad at me. I'm so sorry." I'm like, "Honey, don't listen, babe. Don't worry about it. Thank God that Lasker got steps there." And
I told her I wasn't mad at her. I just wanted to know if it was moved somewhere in the building.
thought you're mad at her.
No, I wasn't mad at her.
All right, so listen. I'm going to go to words, and then I'm going to come back with the world debut of at least the first. I'm looking at the who had their drink on the ground.
I knew you were going to say that.
And then the other thing is, like, listen, the wires are not hidden. This is just a very, very rough look at the beginnings of our new studio.
It's still getting built.
Yeah. Oh, wait.
Yeah.
We have a target date of June 1st to June 15th.
Boom.
I think we can hit that. I really do, especially if I can get a moving company, Lummy, to help us with Macho Man's counter and with the counter space here. I think we can. And Macho's he's actually going to hire or get an engineer or two to help him with, because let me just think about this. Everybody doesn't understand how much wiring, everything has to be wired and connected, and it has to be clean and go through it. Like, it's just, there's just so much to do. So when I return, I'm going to give you the first look at the new studios. Oh, I'm sure going to catch hell. I'm sure everybody's going to make fun of it.
How?
I don't know how you do. I don't know how you say wow.
We was in a little spot when we was in 98 Rock, and then
then we went even in
the first shop down the block.
Well, the first 6 years of Sirius.
Yeah.
From 06 to 12.
Right.
We were in a teeny tiny little place.
Little thing. We touched each other.
Yeah.
Well, I want to say I shared it with a couple professional broadcasters, and I also shared it with Dan and everybody on the show, and they love it. So the haters and trolls can just F off.
I mean, like, iHeart, all these local radio stations, you know what they have? They got one screen behind the host.
It looks like an office room.
Yeah, exactly.
They have one screen behind the host, and they just put in any radio station in their cluster. If you look at iHeart. iHeart has, 4 or 5 different studios, but like 98 Rock could be in Studio A one day and then Studio B the next. I'm sure that they stay in the same studios, but all they do is just put the logo of the radio station behind them, and they can make it any radio station that they want.
Exactly.
And so, like, it's real kind of cheap looking compared to what. Look, go look at Beasley's stuff. Go look at Wild and go look at Q105. It's all just
cubicles.
It's still radio. And wait till you see what behind me. I have a 200-inch television.
Woo!
I have 4.
It's a whole wall.
I have a 200 by 200 video wall that consists of 4 100-inch TVs.
And they're not
light.
Machos,
they're not light, and they're not cheap. And Macho will be able to. He's already bought the software, but on the fly, be able to put anything he wants. Oh, Lummy, did you see where Grouper Lips is bringing his 3D scanner?
Yes, yeah.
Macho.
Perfect.
Grouper Lips is bringing his 3D scanner Saturday night.
Excellent. Perfect.
So I'm going to do some words, and I'm coming back with your first glimpse of the Fresh Start Studios. That's what I'm calling the Fresh Start Studio.
I like it.
New crew, down one soldier, all new attitude, better visuals. I'll do it next.
Don't chalk up their behavior to being crazy rednecks.
Yeah, think about that.
They're just totally insane. Bubba the Love Sponge Show.
You see a lot of that in AI. When AI makes you something, they use that light.
Perfect. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. That's Veteran Wars.
I can't talk to my Chatamongos because I got no boards. I'm trying
I thought you were up.
to. No.
I see it. I was on like, so I thought you.
Yeah.
Where's there?
Yeah, the dude that picked you up yesterday, they sent him over to my house when I wanted to move that shed off my property over to my rental property.
Oh yeah, he told Eric that he already moved his shed this week for you.
Yeah, and when we did that, he was nervous of it. I said, listen, boy, don't be nervous. I'm going to show you how to do it. And he looked at me kind of funny, but and I showed him what angles and where to turn that truck and where to back it up. And he backed, and it fit, and we made it. And he had no idea that he was going to be able to do that job.
Really?
And when he got done, he shook. He goes, I'm going to tell you something. I've learned more in the hour that I've been hanging out with you than anybody's ever showed me on how to drive.
Thank you, Megyn. Got it $20.
So I was kind of cool about that.
What?
He thanked me. I need to go get my glasses. Ah, 246.7 this morning. I can't seem to beat it.
Do you know what you need to do? No, I don't know. I mean, I don't know much about. I'm not. Everybody says, "Oh, Bubba, you can't give Gene advice because you're a fat ass," which is true. But I used to be, fucking into it, but sometimes you have to have a cheat day to shock your system.
So it don't think that I'm at starving mode.
Yeah. So I knew a guy. Hogan used to, like, when he would do the keto and the all protein, all steaks, all chicken, all fish, but he would make, like, every 3 or 4 weeks he would have a Sunday where he had a cheat day.
That's what Sarah said.
Well, then
Sarah says your fucking body's going to starvation
so
mode.
Sarah is so well researched. She researches
She
shit.
stays on there.
And so if I'm saying it and she's saying it,
Maybe
and I've seen it. So you go on a Sunday and you go maybe
It's like every 8 to 10 pounds, and then it don't
then you hit a wall
nothing.
for like a month. But then your body. So then what you need to do, and I'm saying, if Sarah said it, and I've read it before. Maybe do some research. But like on a Sunday, get up and have like some pancakes with syrup.
Yeah.
Okay.
Regular stuff.
Just and
Eat me a peanut butter and jelly sandwich for lunch.
have like 2 pancakes with syrup. That syrup has a lot of sugar in it. It's gonna your body's gonna be like, oh fuck, okay.
I'm eating pancakes.
Then maybe have for dinner, have some French fries and a hamburger.
Bread.
Treat yourself, some bread. One day. And then boom, on Monday, you're back on it. Now your body starts getting back into ketosis. Right now your body's kind of just stagnant because it's just used to being in ketosis.
Well, I didn't believe her, but she looked at it. She showed me, and I read some of it about when your body thinks you're going to starvation, the metabolism changes, and it don't eat your weight.
Right. Or it's so used to being starved that it's not eating the fat away like it used to because it's so used to it. It's not.
Yeah.
So your body, when it gets in ketosis, it's freaking out, and it's like, oh my God, we got to eat all this extra fat because we're not getting any. But once your body gets used to it and say, okay, this is what we're going to get every day, we're just not going to fucking... So your metabolism is slowed way down because it's used to it. So now you shock it. You don't go hog wild, but you know what Hogan used to do is he would get like 2 or 3 pancakes and some bacon and, like some orange juice.
and that for breakfast, and then maybe he'd skip lunch or have a peanut butter sandwich, and then he'd have like a hamburger and French fries. And then boom, and then on Monday he started back.
Right back to it.
Try that this Sunday.
I am going to try that. I'm going to try because he's doing it and we have
Y'all know it's hotter than the devil's armpit out there. And if you're still rolling around, sitting at home without tint, what are you even thinking about? For over 15 years, my guys at Advanced Film Solutions have been tinting me and my family's cars, homes, and even the new strip mall studios. They got 3M, Formula One, and Vista. Top-of-the-line stuff that cuts the heat, glare, and blocks 99% of all those nasty UV rays. Keeps your car cooler, saves on that power bill. Hit them up at advancedfilmsolutions.com or call them at 877-575-FILM. Make sure you tell them Bubba Army.
This guy's playing hardball.
Human misery has never sounded so good.
My life is over and I'm going to wind up working at Red Lobster.
We're back to the Bubba the Love Sponge Show.
Man, Kenneth Kendall, thank you so much, buddy. That's just huge. Let's fudge some whores. Thank you, my friend. Don't forget, it's as we speak. It started yesterday. The big blowout they're having at Crystal Harley. You can go to crystalharley.com. It's happening from yesterday clear till through Sunday. It's very much veteran-based and paying homage to the veterans that served our country, and a lot of which never came back. Good deals on new and used bikes. You can sign up for the beginner course if you'd like to get your motorcycle endorsement. Free beer. There's just so much going on. I can't even, it'd take me 2 or 3, 4 minutes to give you all the festivities they got going on. It's better just to go to crystalharley.com, 1147 South Suncoast Boulevard in Homosassa. I bet you the Nashes will be up there. That's right where they are.
Yeah, they are.
So crystalharley.com. Great Harley-Davidson dealership. Love to one of these days. Let me, if I ever was able to get back on my feet and get my IRS issues handled. I'd like to have a Harley again. I had one for years when I was the spokesperson for Jim's Harley. And then, of course, I screwed everything all up.
I'm fixing up my other bike right now, and I'm going to get it hooked up. So I got 2 perfectly great bikes, so you can have one of them.
Thank you, buddy. I don't want one, but I can just drive over,
right, grab it.
Man, I'd love to go on a bike ride with me, you, and the girls. It'd be great. Go to lunch or whatever. Lummy, so here it is. This is the first glimpse of our new studios. They're not the strip mall studios. They're the studios at my house. Me and the Merch Creek's new house. I converted a 3-car garage into this. And yeah, it doesn't sound that appealing, but I'm very.
Most people don't even got 3-car garages. What are you talking about?
I'm very proud of this. And Bob Cook and New York Greg. Oh my God,
you know how much the rent is there? Nothing.
New York Greg and Bob and just everybody that's helped. Big Red's done a lot. Just thank you, Snook Slayer, Creatine Travis, Angus, just everybody that's helped. I appreciate you guys. Here you go. And I'm going to be looking at the comments I think I'm on YouTube right now. Let me refresh my YouTube gimmick because a lot of times it lags behind. I think I'm on YouTube right now. There we go. Hold on here. Let me refresh. Boom. There we go. And so here you go. Now this is, I don't know where this is. Oh, this is going into this would be. This is where the podcast area is going to be.
Yes.
There's going to be a table right here, chairs here. I'm redoing the podcast thing from our original deal, but I'll get into that later. This is where the podcast area is going to be. That's a door into engineering. And then, so here we go. This will be the back wall. This is the back wall. And then where that step and repeat is, where this is, Lummy, that's where our current server equipment rack is going to be.
Oh, yeah, that's right, yeah.
And so on camera, you'll see, all the light, all of our equipment.
Oh, that's going to be nice.
And on the other side of it is, and in this area here, this little white area is Macho's engineering area. So Macho will have the servers and stuff close to him, but we'll see the actual, like if you look at our server rack, it's pretty impressive.
Yeah, it is.
It really is. And so that's what fills up this area that's what Merch Crick needed to step and repeat for. So that's the back wall. Like, Lummy, that would be equivalent to like where the stage is right now for you guys. Now this will be the wall that goes like right where Lummy is right now in that sign that says Warsaw. That would be this next wall right here. Boom, that's that wall. And Gary Cantrell already, because they knew I was going to look at it yesterday, Gary Cantrell sent Macho Man some graphics that says happy birthday. Nice. There's a steel beam that, because this garage has an upstairs attic that you wouldn't believe how big it is, and Macho's going to be able to put all the lighting and everything on clamps on this beam completely out of camera. And then this back wall is going to be my video wall, and that's what will be behind me.
Well, that looks good.
Look at this.
The ceiling looks good.
Ceiling's all got, and by the way, the soundproofing mostly because of Paper Towel Willie.
Thank you.
So just here, one more time, uninterrupted. Yeah, look, Gene, the ceiling looks great.
I know it.
Here we go. This is it. So that's the podcasting area going to engineering. Here's the back wall, which would be where the stage is now. That's where the server rack's going to be. That's the Lummy wall where he's going to be leaning against. And then there's my back video wall. And right there's the city of Tampa landscape. And then that would be like, boom, beside me a little bit.
Yep.
There it is.
And where's the in and out door?
Here, I'll show you. The in and out door, hold on.
It's the back door?
The in and out door is right here, like over.
Can't see it.
The in and out door is right, hold on, right past here.
Yeah.
And then there's a bathroom. There's a bathroom behind this wall right here, Gene, that you have to go out the door and make a right, and there's a bathroom.
Gene, so you see the window that's for the pantry? Or no, I'm saying in this studio.
Okay, yeah.
That's where the door is in this one.
So you see the pantry window here in the studio? That's where the in and out door will be.
So we're still going to get yelled at when we slam the door.
Of course.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
So there you go. On the other side.
All I care about is how much I'm going to get yelled at. That's all. That's really all I care.
Cut it on in my problem.
So I don't know. Yeah, thank you. Pretty badass. Awesome. Thank you. Looks awesome. Amazing look. Great man. Bob Cook, New York Greg, Big Red, Little Red. We really can't call Little Red anymore because you know what? He's officially the same height as Big Red now.
I think he's a little bit bigger.
I think he's bigger.
Yeah.
He's a good kid. He's like Coben. He works hard.
Me and Coben worked there all the way to like 9:30 last night.
Yeah.
Moving.
So anyway, Lummy, I got this video, and I don't know that whale sharks, this is not a great white shark. It's a whale shark, and I don't know that whale sharks, I think whale sharks only eat like plankton and like I don't know. Maybe you can Google that for me, or maybe
it's plankton? Grass.
It's plankton. Like algae and small.
I don't think
small
whale.
Fish.
Yeah,
How does it grow on that?
I don't think whale sharks, necessarily are trying to eat humans. I think really hammerheads, black tip, and great whites are the bull
sharks.
Sharks are the ones that really will take a chomp out of a human. They're the ones that'll chomp you. But wait till you see the size of this shark. Oh my God. And this guy's just swimming, or the swimmer's just swimming, and it literally comes and brushes against them. At that point, I'm getting in the boat, and I am never, for the rest of my life, getting in the ocean ever again. Ever again. I don't even like getting in the ocean nowadays.
No,
I don't even like going, like when I go to Tom Bean's condo. Like, sometimes I go to Tom Bean's condo on Madeira Beach, or I forget where it's at. Yeah. On Sand Key. It's beautiful. I'll just stay right at the water's edge and like right where the tide's kind of hitting and then going back. I don't even go ankle deep because if you can step on a jellyfish. Yeah. I'm right there where the water's like, barely hitting my feet. That's my ocean experience. And then after this, if this happened to me, nope, not getting in the ocean. Check this out.
Hey, man. No. Oh, you kidding me?
No, and this is not AI. I checked it. It's not AI. Gene, wait till
What about the guy that's taking the picture right now of him shooting the peace signs?
Yeah.
He's got to be freaking out.
Yeah, so watch this. Now, Wait till you. This thing's the size of a truck.
Look at it.
Watch. Now I think maybe it sniffs it here and realizes that it's a kind of a bigger thing and it's not a piece of big plankton.
Its mouth's big enough to eat it.
Oh yeah,
no
wait till you see this, Gene. I mean, look at that thing.
You gotta be kidding
I am
me.
never. I mean, I'm afraid. I would be afraid to get in the bathtub after this. Look at this thing. I have dropped 3 turds, peed my pants, and I'm like Jesus walking on water if this happens to me. Look at this. And look at Lummy. It gets its mouth right to the person's right arm.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I didn't see the story. And
the people behind there are freaking out, trying to paddle like crazy. Look at them.
If they estimated how big this thing, but to me, Lummy.
At least 25 feet.
David Buck Buchanan, $100.
All right.
Love the studio look. I don't know. I bet you
25 feet.
25 feet easily.
Yeah.
Look at it. Ready?
You got to figure she's 5 feet.
There's 5, 10, 15, 20.
Yeah.
Plus.
That's a big fish.
That's a big effing. That's a BFF. A big effing fish. Never am I going to the ocean ever again. So last night, or was it 8
o'clock? Yeah, 8 o'clock last night.
8 o'clock, they opened it up. First round only. Rounds 2 and 3 today. And then they'll go, I think, they go Saturday, they go 4, 5, 6, and 7, or do they go, do they end it on Sunday? Or do they go, I
gotta look. They have changed it up so many, they make it longer and longer and longer. It gets kind of tiring.
NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell announced that the opening night of the draft drew an estimated 320,000 people. It was held in Pittsburgh. That's kind of the way the NFL does now. Is like last year it was in Lambeau Field, and then I think before that it was in Nashville, and they now kind of are. I mean, you think they'll ever have it in Tampa Bay?
Yes. They will. All
right, so they're just like from every year they're putting it in a different city, and they build all this infrastructure next to the stadium, and it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool.
Why you say like it's because you don't really want it to be here?
Well,
I don't know that the Bucks have anything cool around the stadium that can make it. I mean, they're gonna have to make it cool and build cool stuff because Lambeau has a whole bunch of stores and infrastructure, and they got that big sledding hill. And but remember they had it in Detroit, and Detroit ain't got nothing either. They were able to make it look good in Detroit. So listen. The NFL brings all of this infrastructure and staging and stuff like that. So it'll be a huge financial windfall for the city when we finally get it.
Yeah, no, 100%.
So there's an aerial view of it being held at, was that Heinz Field?
Yeah.
No. It's
day 3, by the way. Yeah, so Saturday.
NFL draft at Arkashu Stadium.
Oh, it changed the name.
I guess they changed the name.
Oh.
So it went number 1, of course, Fernando Mendoza out of Indiana. Everybody had that locked in. Although the Raiders went and got Kirk Cousins. Now is Kirk Cousins, Lummy? I would say that they're going to set Mendoza for 1 year, and let Cousins come in there and show him the way.
Cryptic Cowboy $20 Gale insulation.
Oh, thank you, my friend.
Yeah, no, they did it perfect. Kirk Cousins and Mendoza are almost exactly the same person. They're football nerds. They're not going to go out partying in Vegas, and they're just gonna they're just gonna learn. And Kirk Cousins going to teach Mendoza how to be an NFL quarterback.
Just like the LA Rams picked a quarterback in the first round, and then the coach, Sean McVay or whatever, said, listen, this is Matthew Stafford's team. This is his team, and this is our future quarterback. Much like the way the Packers did with Aaron Rodgers and Brett Favre, the way the Packers tried to do with Jordan Love and Aaron Rodgers. I think this is what they do, right? Like, take a really good rookie and bring and have him under, a really experienced guy, and Kirk Cousins is that guy. So number one, Number 1, the Indiana quarterback, Heisman Trophy winner, Fernando Mendoza. Number 2, the New York Jets take edge rusher David Bailey out of Texas Tech. Was that expected, Lummy?
Yeah,
Okay.
that was right along the lines.
Number 3, everybody was saying, that Jeremiah Love from Notre Dame, who was a Heisman Trophy finalist, that he would probably go here. I saw him projected at 3 or 4. This is right along the lines of what everybody was saying, right?
Pretty much, yep.
4, wide receiver for Tennessee, Carnell Tate out of Ohio State. Was that pretty much what they were going to go with?
Yeah. Titans were either going to, if Love was there, they were going to get Love or Tate. I mean, those ones have those all went with it.
Number 5, the Giants edge rusher out of Ohio State, Arvell Reese. Was that to be expected? Was that?
Yeah, Giants were going to go defense or offensive line.
Now, number 6.
Now, this was obviously what wasn't expected.
This was not expected because it was supposed to be the Browns, and the Chiefs didn't think that this guy was going to be around when they picked. So Cleveland flip-flopped applesauce with the Chiefs. The Chiefs moved up to 6 in a trade with Cleveland Browns and took cornerback Mansour Delane out of LSU. And this was the first kind of curveball of the draft, was it not?
Yeah. I mean, Kansas City moving up. I mean, they already had a ton of weapons.
How far do they move up?
I think they moved up like 8 or 9 spots.
Now, what they have to give Cleveland to move up 8?
I can look and see exactly because
number 7, the Washington Commanders linebacker Sonny. Man, a lot of Ohio State guys.
No, Ohio State had I think like 4 or 5 drafted.
Sonny Styles, linebacker Ohio State. New Orleans Saints at 8. Wide receiver Jordan Tyson out of Arizona State. Was that to be? I mean, are all these? All right. So here's the Browns, Chiefs. Trade. So the Browns pick at 9 instead of what, 6?
Yeah.
I wonder what they had to give up. Did they? Well, when you do that, Lummy, it's because you think somebody else is going to take that corner.
Correct.
Right?
Yeah.
And you want that guy so bad that you make a trade.
Yep.
Browns get offensive tackle Spencer Fano out of Utah. I did see that he was the number 1 offensive tackle on the board.
Yeah. No, he's a stud.
And this is what they need. I don't know if Deshaun Watson's going to. They're saying that he's going to probably please maximize the window. Okay, how do I? Like this? How would I maximize?
Yeah. Hit that. You were right. Yep.
Hit this.
Yep.
Okay, thanks. Is Shador?
They said that they're going to let him compete.
Okay, but Deshaun's coming back.
Yeah.
Number 10, the Giants. Looked like there was a run on wide receivers and offensive tackles.
Yeah, the offensive line, people.
Guards and tackles. I think there was, 12 or 13 picks?
Yeah.
Giants offensive tackle out of Miami. Number 10, number 11, in a trade with Miami, safety Caleb Downs, Ohio State at 11. 12, Miami Dolphins take offensive tackle from Alabama at 12. Number 13, this kind of surprised a lot of people. The Rams taking Ty Simpson, quarterback out of Alabama, with them having Matthew Stafford.
Some are saying Sean McVay's a little upset by that pick so early on. He was hoping for another weapon. I thought the Rams were going to take a wide receiver also and give a couple more weapons, but obviously.
See, this is where the general manager and the head coach probably start, jawing at each other a little bit. Number 14, the Ravens take offensive guard from Penn State. Buccaneers at 15 take edge rusher Reuben Bain Jr. out of Miami. And I asked Lummy today before the show started. I'm like, hey, was that, And Lummy's like, I think Lummy said, listen, this guy's a stud. He's good, but he has a lot of controversy that comes with him. The Miami supposedly played some cute games and maybe did a cover-up of him being involved in potentially a vehicular manslaughter.
Yep.
I think he's gotten in trouble a few times. So is that the rap?
He's got a little bit of an attitude. But
you kind of want that badass thug as your edge guy, don't you? Kind of like Warren Sapp.
Yeah, but you don't obviously, that rap that he had 2 years ago with the accident. But his only real knock about his size is he has short arms.
Oh, okay.
So
and on the edge, man, it's kind of important. You can't have Bubba Clem T-Rexers.
No, that's his one knock on him.
Can't hold nobody off you, huh?
Yeah, no, they can. A big offensive lineman can get into your middle space and just hold the hell out of you.
Yep.
Number 16, the Jets tight end out of Oregon. Was that to be expected?
A little bit, but he was expected.
They got so much more they need to get.
Yeah, I mean, realistically, he was the best tight end of the draft. So
Lions take offensive tackle Blake Miller out of Clemson. Was he?
Yeah, he was good. Yeah.
Minnesota takes defensive tackle out of Florida, Caleb Banks. I heard this guy's a stud.
That's an athlete right there.
That guy's a stud. What was his 40 time?
He had a broken ankle. He had a broken foot. So that was his only.
I think the big rap on him is can he stay healthy?
Yeah. So yeah.
Number 19, Panthers offensive tackle out of Georgia. 20, Philadelphia traded with Dallas and took wide receiver Lemon out of USC.
Yeah, that guy's a good wide receiver. He's physical.
21, Steelers take offensive tackle out of Arizona State. That guy looks like a stud. 22, the Chargers take linebacker Akeem whoever out of Miami.
Yeah, he's a stud too.
23, Dallas in the trade with the Eagles, so they only moved back 2. Edge rusher out of Central Florida. Is he good?
Yeah. They needed an edge rusher. Yeah, he's good. He's
24. Cleveland yet again 2 picks in the first round. This is probably where they got from. Maybe they it just says this was a regular pick.
No, it was from KC.
It was from KC.
Yeah, so I mean that's a good pick for the Browns.
KC Concepcion.
Yeah,
Texas A&M. We're almost done. Bears take safety out of Oregon. Maybe they think they're going to get the next Gary Finsick.
That guy, he can thump.
This guy can thump?
Yeah.
26, Houston, Texas, in a trade with the Bills, take a guard out of Georgia Tech. That looks like a big old boy.
Oh, he is. He's
a big old boy.
He's a hoss. He's a dog.
27, Dolphins, in the trade with the Niners, cornerback Chris Johnson out of San Diego State. 28, Patriots, in the trade with the Bills, offensive tackle out of Utah.
Yeah, good pick, yeah.
29, the Chiefs, offensive tackle out of Clemson. Here's your offensive tackles run, and then goes right back to your wide receiver. Boy, when's the last time the Indiana Hoosiers had 2 guys go in the first round?
Never.
Probably never.
Yeah, never.
Never. Jets, in the trade with the Niners, take wide receiver Omar Cooper Jr. from Indiana. 31, Tennessee Titans, in the trade with the Bills, take edge rusher Folk out of Auburn. Never really heard much about him.
No, he's going to be he has to get developed. The Titans really took a chance on him.
Hey, look at that, Gene. Look at that guy's arms.
I know.
Running back Jadrian Price out of Notre Dame. Look at him.
Yeah.
Number 32, the final selection of the first round.
To fumble.
Be hard to do anything with that guy. Notre Dame had love in him in the back, and they were unbelievable. Both of them can really go. 32, Seattle Seahawks, the Price running back out of Notre Dame. So what time does round 2 start? And I know my Packers got pick 52. So that's like, you know what's going to be around. And I think that the one thing that they need the most are cornerbacks.
Oh.
I don't know what's
how many picks are there?
7 rounds.
Yeah.
Of what?
32. 7 rounds of 32.
And that's the only amount of people that they've taken from
college.
And then you would be allowed to go to pro ball.
Well, no, because if you don't get drafted, then you can be an undrafted, free agent.
Oh, walk on.
Like the way Shiloh Sanders was last year. And listen, man, some of those guys make the team.
They do.
There's
some of them help out a lot.
It would be interesting, let me to Google the most successful undrafted NFL football players. Like, who's been the all-time most successful. I wonder if there's any Hall of Famers that were undrafted free agents. So, Gene, what happens if, you're right there on the edge and you didn't get drafted, then I
think John Abraham, I want to say, was.
Who's John Abraham?
John Abraham, he was the defensive end. He wore the black eyeliner stuff with the Vikings.
Oh, yeah, I knowed him. I seen him.
I knowed him. So, Gene, if you're right there on the fringe and you didn't quite make it, then your agent's calling up teams, trying to get an invite to training camp, and then they'll invite you in, and you got, a chance to make the team.
Kurt Warner. They say Kurt Warner.
Oh, Kurt Warner.
Really?
With the
That's
Packers.
a big name.
His first team was the Packers.
Sorry, it wasn't. I'm sorry. It was John Randall. John Randall. Not
Man, you're really messing up today, ain't you?
Yeah, but John Randall, the Bucks picked him up, and then they cut him, but then he went to the Vikings. So
Kurt Warner, I think the Packers signed him as a free agent.
They did.
He was the Iowa Barnstormers indoor league or something like that, and he was stocking shelves on Aldi. Did you know that?
Really?
Yeah.
Kurt Warner was a stock boy, a shelving stock boy at the local Aldi, and then got picked up with the Iowa Barnstormers, which was an indoor league, and then the Packers picked him up, and I think he played behind Favre.
So where did he? It was like he played high school ball or college ball, and he played pretty good, but he couldn't make it.
He was out of northern Iowa, and he was pretty good, but didn't make it. Then went to the indoor league and did pretty good, and then the Packers just picked him up as QB3, and then I think he just and then eventually caught on with St. Louis. And took them and won a Super Bowl. And Lummy, I think he's in the Hall of Fame.
He is.
Really?
Him and
did he have the stats to get him in the Hall of Fame?
Well, he came from nothing. Probably that's why.
Yeah, no, he did enough with 2 Super Bowls.
Did he win 2?
Yeah.
Or did he go to 2?
He went to 2.
Went to 2, won 1.
Yeah.
When we return, man, you should see these fights. Let me. I follow a couple of these fight sites on X, and man, it seems to be like it's all African American women that love to just beat the ever living crap out of each other. And I don't remember us growing up that we ever fought to this level. And kids just have no respect. Here's a teenager that threatened to kick. This is a teenager, so this is like Coben's. Can you imagine Coben ever acting this way? He'd get his ass whipped by Gene Lasker as soon as he walked through the door, and you bailed him out. Rabid teenager bit the deputy and said, "I'm going to kick you in the balls." And then this big Whataburger. Lummy, I heard that in Wesley Chapel there's a brand new Whataburger.
Yeah, there is.
Good luck. You got to probably wait another couple weeks if you don't want to sit in.
I'm not going to. I'm going to wait for at least a year.
Yeah.
But I got an unbelievable fight out of Whataburger. I got a teenager that wants to bite a police officer and kick him in the balls. And then I got this before and after thing with Stormy Daniel, Rosie O'Donnell.
So that ain't real.
Ellen. Oh, this is no. This is real.
That's real. Stormy Daniels looks like that.
Oh, hold on. We just did a big.
Did she eat poisoning?
We just did a big. We have actually. Is it a reel or a short, Lummy, or a story?
Yeah, I'll pull it up for you.
Yeah, pull it up for me. We'll play that in conjunction with that story. Okay.
Perfect.
Deliciously disgusting.
You're absolutely right.
This is the Bubba the Love Sponge Show.
Messed up like that.
Well, she is.
She is. Truthfully.
How about it?
So she got poisoned like I did.
Poison?
Yeah.
What, with cock?
What No, a doctor's giving you the wrong prescription and messing your life up.
I sent you this.
You know what? It's been such a long time since my hands touched my sides of my legs.
That was a few weeks ago.
I know, but I still can't get over it. Like right now, just walking, my hands are bouncing off my legs.
Right.
Like, why is that doing that? It's like
because you're skinny.
something's out of line.
Now you need to shock your system Sunday.
Well, I'm going to do that.
Even Sarah says it.
I know it.
You gotta watch it.
Thank you, Buck. Thank you, Kenneth Kimball. Thank you, Glowbug. Hey, let me send it to me.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Good morning, Senator.
Did you send me 2 things?
It should be just the Stormy thing.
All right, cool. Got it.
And
Manati moves to a halfway.
Picture.
What's that?
I emailed you the picture of your shirt.
Oh, okay.
Your screenshot. Thanks, Joe.
You emailed it to me?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Buck.
Thank you, Bud. LM Close, good morning. Yeah, John Abraham, John Randall, they played the same position. Both bald black guys, big bald black guys. Playing defensive end.
me nothing came up.
For the short?
No, for my picture.
Oh, okay.
Oh no, I got it. I got it.
All right. What's up, Xerxes? How you been? 47. Good morning.
And then let me just send me that talk break of me putting over the bone.
No problem.
Thank you, buddy.
Thank you, T-shirt Will. I think T-shirt Will's gonna go to the Crystal River Harley. Oh, good morning, Black Man Callie. You get your glasses?
No, because I wore them out of here the other day.
Oh, I was gonna say.
And then, so I put them in the shop. There, I was at the shop with my mom, and so I laid them down. I said, I grabbed my nice ones that I got, my real ones, and I cleaned them up and I put them there to bring, and then I didn't bring home. So then I thought, oh, I had them glasses sitting in my console to go get my old ones, but I took the old ones out and put them in the shop to get the new ones. But
Let's see if I can do something.
maybe you can pop them a little bit better. I mean, I can read it.
That's what I'm doing.
I just gotta concentrate on them. You get a little bit closer, it's no problem.
Trying to find where I can zoom.
Blind people. A blind people screen.
There you go.
So is there like a little room that goes into the studio that when we come out of the studio,
Yeah.
we're still in a room though? Like a little
We got an entrance.
hallway, kitchen,
Yeah, we got
or
it.
something?
Yeah.
We got it.
Yep. So we can escape from the room for a moment?
Yeah,
We have a fridge, little kitchen area.
Broadcasting live
Filthy bastard!
from the den of sin. Just leave your morals at the door.
Yeah!
You're listening to the Bubba the Love Sponge Show.
Tonight, oh my God, it's creeped up on me.
Creeping.
Bubba 199 tonight, 8 o'clock to 10 o'clock. It'll be on live exclusively on Rumble and then on Twitch. Both at the Bubba Army. Macho Man, the DJ, the Wheels of Steel. And I don't know that we're going to have that really good of a turnout. It's just my birthday. We're celebrating my birthday. Maria Guatemala is not there. I think it's going to be a sausage factory.
It's a sausage fest.
It's a sausage fest. But we're going to just have a good time and, for 2 hours, play some good music. It's not going to be necessarily Bubba music. It's Macho music. And Macho has looked for Bubba type music and can't find it in DJ type form. But he's going to do that. We're going to, you know what? All you need to know is we're going to do the best we can. Period. 8 to 10 tonight.
Let's see some fights.
Yeah. So I cannot believe today's mentality of these youth and how just and
She got a $4,000 hairdo on and she's fighting.
And African American women, it seems like the winner is always the woman that can grab the other one's hair first, and then if you just lock onto that hair, they can't do. I don't think your opponent can really do much. If you get a good enough yoke up on that, if you get a good enough grip on that hair, and old girl didn't have a weave on and it didn't come off, which sometimes that happens, then I mean you're going to take that chick pillar to post and just be able to you can control in wrestling, folk style wrestling. When I wrestled in high school, the coach always says your body goes where your head goes. So
that's everything.
Yeah.
That's
so
anything.
if you would be trying to put in like a half Nelson or a cross face or whatever, wherever you start yoking that head, your body follows. And if you got that head down, that's the premise of hockey fighting when they try to get the jersey over the guy's head.
Right.
And then
you move the jersey around, it moves his head around.
Right.
Man, that's real fighting.
Oh no, this is real fighting. This is real fighting.
See that girl hit her? Boom.
This is real fighting. And it never is just two. Like everybody jumps in.
Yeah, they're all ganged up.
Listen, this goes on.
Look, she's mad.
Oh, this goes for 2 minutes.
No way.
And the one thing I liked about this was there was no cussing.
Oh, good.
No N-words, no Fs. Like this was these people. Look at this girl. She's already got her shorts
pants
ripped
are
off.
down
like
her
this
knees.
was just a straight street brawl. No, I don't need to call you a dirty effing bitch.
I'm just fighting.
I'm just fighting.
Yeah, it's all over the whole room.
So for those that are listening to us, there's about 8 or 9 chicks that are all paired up on like individual sleeper cells of fighting, and
how about my boy in the background right there standing there?
Yeah.
Fights happening right at his feet, and he just looking down.
So there's 2.
And that dude.
There's 2. There's 2. There's 3, 4, 5.
Oh hell! One girl with both hairs.
6, 7, 8.
This ain't about me.
Look at this. And this poor girl, she really can't get any licks in because they got her hair so yoked up.
They're dragging her
She can't
around.
do nothing.
So we looked at you right now, didn't we? We looked at you right now, didn't we? Maya, come on. Maya's fighting. Come on. Let her go. Maya's right.
Now, is this a form of?
And they're all a bunch of friends because they all know each other's names.
Is this lack of parenting?
This is lack of white.
Oh, gee, we can't say that. Where's my disclaimer? I knew I was going to get into it sometime today.
The views and opinions made by Gene Lasker are not necessarily those of our advertisers or this radio station.
Let me separate them, please. She's getting beat to work in the corner. Oh, shit. Let me get
Did you see this big girl? This bigger girl comes in and she starts hammer.
First, she was asked to break it up, so she went to go break it up, and the girl hit her. Now she's in a fight.
Now she starts hammer fisting this poor. Watch this. Check this out.
Work in the corner.
She knotted that head up right there. I don't care what you say. She got knots on that head. You're going to kill her. We just want you to break it up. And she's happy and smiling. Look at her.
Now they're all now some of the other girls that weren't involved
look like moms
are trying to like kind of help the girl that got beat up the most. They're kind of trying to come in and help her out a little bit. Look. Now it seems like they're all concentrating. They're all concentrating on this girl that might be a Whataburger worker. Like she looks like she has a work shirt on, and it seems like they've all now like there's 4 of them on the Whataburger worker.
Okay, she got over.
I spit in your
They fighting. Let them fight. Let us know when you're tired. My wig.
I'm so tired I can't swing no more.
Hold on.
Yeah, but now they're so tired that they literally can't swing anymore.
Yep.
They fucked themselves out.
They are. They're just locked together, and that's it. Trying to get free.
All right, so now I don't know. Like,
so Megyn got her hair snatched off. Now she's mad.
Yeah, those weaves are expensive, Gene.
Yes, sir.
Here is another teenager, like the youth of today, man. What the hell? I was always taught, man, first of all, I never got arrested. I never got even questioned or detained or handcuffed as a kid or anything like that because I was so afraid of Doug Clem. Like I one time got caught speeding, and by the time I was like going 46 and a 30.
I'd have been a better guy if I had me a Doug Clem.
And Doug Clem would have kept you in the shop, water sanding, grinding, doing work. Doug Clem, talked to Doug Clem yesterday. We wish me happy birthday.
Oh, good.
Yeah, and so, but by the time all I did was speed, and the guy didn't even give me a ticket because he knew it was like, Bubba, that you're not because Gene, we had a 1972 van with a 350 with an old 4-barrel quadrajet, and we would take it. We had a van, and we take the motor cover off, and then we would floor it, and you hear the quarter.
Turn the top of the breather upside down.
Oh no, we just take the breather off. And
so you can hear no noise.
Yeah, you'd be like. So I was doing that. We were just do it, and next thing I know, I get pulled over. And by the time I got home that night, my mom and dad they already got a call from the cop and knew that I didn't get a ticket, but I got a warning, and I got. You get
lit up.
I got lit up.
Clint Grubbs, $20.
I was too old to get beat. My dad couldn't beat me, but he's like, you can bet I didn't drive that van for 2 weeks.
Is that the one you put the couch in the back?
Yeah.
Nice.
You pig.
Don't start.
If I had act like this.
Oh God, is that a oh?
What is that about?
That's her belly.
Yeah.
And this is how kids now talk to police officers. This is how they talk to authoritarian figures. Right here. She opened up with F you pig.
You pig.
Hey, don't start again.
He's pissing me off.
Okay. Just let him take some pictures. All right, to the side.
So now what they're doing is they're taking pictures of her injuries. And that's all they're doing.
I'm this close to kicking you in the balls.
You'll regret that.
She just said, I'm about ready to kick you in the balls. Listen.
You got it.
Listen.
Just let him take some pictures. All right, to the side.
I'm this close to kicking you in the balls.
You'll regret that.
Hey, you're
Turn to the side.
pig.
Savannah?
You can't do that.
And she keeps coming at these cops now. She was sitting in the back of his squad car.
What is she thinking?
I got to kind of do an explanation. Let me, for those that don't get the visual. So this African-American girl, light-skinned African-American girl, maybe Hispanic. They got her face because she's a juvenile. They got it blurred out. So all we can see is her belly that's hanging over her. She's got like a biscuit gimmick going on. And she looks to be either Hispanic or light-skinned African-American. One of the two. And so now she told the cop, F you pig, I'm going to kick you in the balls. He says, you may not want to do that. She starts trying to kick him in the balls. They're pushing her back into the squad car. And that's where we're at now.
He needs to be more worried about criminal charges than me terminating him.
Deputy Brian Lashley was called to a scene document use of force on an underage teen who was under arrest. Deputy Lashley started his investigation by photographing other deputies who were battered by the teen. The teen started to get combative with Lashley.
So it looks like, that all these other deputies might have had scratches on their hands and things like that from trying to from trying to arrest her or trying to put her in handcuffs, and so this officer came to document the injuries of the cop, and that's where we are. Now they're going to make contact with her again. She's in the back of the squad car. They just opened up the door.
Why they want more?
Okay? I don't know. He's probably has to explain to her that maybe she's facing more charges now. Not only is she arrested for whatever they arrested her for.
She was trying to fight someone at the courthouse.
Yeah. So,
at the courthouse.
At the courthouse.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
So now they're going to probably tell her, Gene, hey, here's the good luck. You got more charges for battery on a Leo, resisting. Because, Gene, the charges they'll just stack.
They'll add up. They'll stack them.
They'll stack them.
Us taking pictures, documentary.
You got to plead guilty to one of them.
Okay. Are you going to be okay if you're not going to try to fight us if you step out of the car? Okay. You're going to regret it if you do.
I have no more fight left in me.
That's good.
So she says she has no more fight left in her. So she says.
So. All right, go ahead, stand up for me.
Oh, she ain't black. She missed a good chance of being it.
All right, look at me. Stand up straight.
I don't even know what Gene says. I don't even want to hear him repeat it.
Yeah.
Try a little bit harder. We're not going to find any sympathy here.
Asshole. You pig.
Don't start again. Or...
He's pissing me off.
Okay. Just let him take some pictures. All right, to the side.
I'm this close to kicking you in the balls.
You'll regret that.
Hey, you're
Turn
being
to the
a
side.
pig.
Savannah?
You're being a pig.
Savannah?
I think this is the fight that they initially opened up with.
Yeah,
Lummy.
and that's why he's
a
fired.
backhand to the head, right?
And that's why the cop got fired.
That's what?
That's why the cop got fired.
Why?
He backhanded right in the face.
Because he used too much force.
Too much force.
Yeah,
Jesus,
that's what
she's
they said.
handcuffed.
When she
Excessive use of force incident. They fired him.
So you can't use force when old girl kicks you straight in the balls?
Okay, he moved back. It didn't really do nothing to him. But because she attempted it, he backhanded her with a good swat, too. That wasn't just a little backhand. He almost knocked her out.
Oh, so he got fired, Lummy?
Yeah, he's done.
I don't see anything wrong.
I do. The girl, I don't care what kind of maniac or mouth she got on her, can't backhand her face.
Well, she did come out.
With her cuffs behind her.
Yeah, but she came out trying to fight him.
So you grab her by the hair and hold her.
She said that she had no fight in her, and then she said that she wanted to kick me in the balls, and then was like, came at me.
Yeah, of course, I'll come at you too, boy.
He needs to be more worried about criminal charges than me terminating him.
Oh.
There you go. Now we're talking about realism.
And the family is suing.
And that's to go even further. A lot of people
they have a
don't
lawsuit.
realize, no matter what DA's office makes a decision, I've already requested that the Federal Bureau of Investigation look into him for civil rights.
Man,
What? Okay, you got a moron on your hands. So you get down to that level, and they had no reason to open that door back up knowing that she was being an idiot.
Lummy, this was posted up the before and afters of these four people, and that goes right along the lines of the little video we put out yesterday that's available on our YouTube or our Facebook.
I can't believe it.
So Stormy Daniels is what our video is all about. This is before and after. Rosie O'Donnell, oh my God, before and after. I think the worst is Ellen DeGeneres before and after. There we go. This is even better.
Yeah,
looks like an old man.
And then the other one is what? Kathy Griffin?
Yeah.
But now I had a report today, but it was too long. It was like 7 minutes long. And it was a guy that was based out of Hollywood, and he was saying that Ellen DeGeneres is all over the Epstein files and that she's a man. And I didn't necessarily, and it was way too long.
This world is backwards.
It was way too long, but I don't think that she may look like, Ellen DeGeneres may look like a man now, but she was a girl here.
Yeah,
I guess she's got some kind of disease.
Oh.
And I guess
Old
that
age.
she, everybody that ended up working for her had to sign an NDA because she was an absolute monster to work for. And everybody that left the show had to sign NDAs.
Ew.
So this is our break. I'm going to play this and go into words. Is Steve around?
Yeah, he was just waiting to break.
All right, so we'll bring Steve in, and
that's not real right there. I'm sorry.
Oh, Gene, that's real. That's from last weekend.
I cannot believe that.
Gene,
Now, Gene, this video is going to blow your mind because we had Stormy. She used to be an unbelievable friend of the show.
Yeah.
And she lived like off of West Shore when she was like at her
We've
most.
seen her a lot of times.
And she would come into the show like once a week.
Yeah.
And so we did a photo shoot with her, modeling some Bubba Army gear and things like that. And so we took that video because we own it and did a comparison. And let me, I think this has done like 335,000 views already on Facebook.
Yeah, it's doing well.
Go to our Facebook. We have it up as is it a short or a reel? I think we got it up as a reel.
We do.
Stormy Daniels looks, and let me, for this, I'll go into words and then shuffle Steve in, okay?
Perfect.
Dramatically different in new photos as disgraced ex-attorney Michael Avenatti moves to a halfway house from federal prison. She was at the Avon Theater in Avondale Heights, Georgia, which I think is just right outside of Atlanta. And I think she gets paid to do these gigs where it's like a question and answer system. I think it's called A Night with Stormy. It says, from smoking hot to just plain smoking, adult film star Stormy Daniels looked much worse for wear as she puffed on a cigarette outside the Georgia Theater on Thursday. And so this picture of Stormy, and as the New York Post is trying to make her look bad because she doesn't look good, we actually have her at her best. I mean, just absolute smoke show.
Her, I can't even think right now. A little bit lower. There. There you go. That way I don't get knee. It looks like it's like something's coming out. What is that? That was a cute shot.
I mean, just look.
Here, let me show you.
She's even chubby.
She's no, hold on. She's sexy thick there.
Yeah. Right, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, it's sexy thick. Look at that.
Yeah, that's nothing wrong with that.
Beautiful.
God was having a good day then.
And then her sucking on a Marlboro Light outside of a club in Atlanta. Stormy Daniels.
He's hit the rattler. What comes next? We can only guess. The Bubba the Love Sponge Show returns after these words.
Oh, that's
All right, we got to do the Russell Brand gimmick next, okay?
Sounds good.
It's hard for me to believe them pictures, man. I'm serious.
It's crazy, isn't it?
It's just way crazy. And then, you just can't believe anything anymore. Before, back in the day, it was like, if you don't see it, don't believe it. Now, if you see it, don't believe it either.
Yeah.
It's
nuts.
You wouldn't believe what I ordered for my race team, Bubba.
What?
A hot dog machine.
Yeah, I've seen them. Hot dog rollers?
Yeah.
A roller?
Yeah. So I just set it out, put the dogs on
Sound
it.
like something the bulldog would do.
And my boys can get a dog whenever they want.
That's awesome.
You know what I'm saying? Even my fans, hey man, go over to get your hot dog.
Even my fans.
7-Eleven special. You didn't sleep last night, Bubba?
Yeah, I got some good sleep last night.
Good.
What time did you go to bed? 12?
No, probably 11:30. And
How old are you?
Me?
Yeah.
40.
Hell, I didn't even sleep that
How old's
year.
Brooke?
I was 40.
How old's Brooke?
Is she 42?
She's turning 38 in a couple weeks here. Oliver and Molly were all amped up though, so I was up pretty much all night, ready to rock. Getting the call on a Friday with Gene in studio. Love it.
Okay, I gotta go to our YouTube, I guess. Here, Lummy, you over there?
No.
All right, let me try to find it. Here you go. Macho truck.
So there's Macho.
I guess he almost got hit yesterday.
Yeah.
Oh, and his Mustang.
Yeah. And then the guy was a dick to him.
It's one guy I would be a dick to.
Wait till you see this.
Twisted up.
I gotta open up with this. Hold on. This guy has no idea what Macho Man looks like, and he'll whip his fucking ass.
So me and my son told me we're at Publix, and when we're around people, I eye them up and I tell them what they're about, what I think they're about.
Yeah.
And so this dude's probably about 5'3", macho size. Boom! I mean rolls on him. I did. Oh, dude, man, I want that.
Muscle on a muscle.
And I said, and my son said, "Damn, he picks up a lot of weight." I go, "Yeah, he's mad at the world. He's pissed off." And so that a guy like that, you don't even want to mess with him. He got bad attitude completely. Why would he? He looks so good, Dad. Look at him. He's just so in shape. He's so looking good. Yeah, but God made him short, and he's pissed off about it.
100%.
So he's bulked up just to beat you.
Yeah.
Because he breathes a different air than we do, Coben.
Those little guys too, they're squirmy.
He breathes a different air than we do, Coben.
They're squirmy.
He breathes a different air than we do, Coben.
I'm telling you, I'd love to see that boxing match between Gene and Bubba.
Oh, I would.
No, Bubba would cheat.
I can't. I wouldn't box him. I'd take him right down to the ground. That's what I got to do.
That's what I'm saying. We've wrestled before and I don't never win. But he knows this. I'll fucking play him.
Here's the thing about Gene. You got to know where his hands are because he'll grab your eyeballs.
There's no wrong way to win a fight.
He doesn't fight
I
fair.
did that to one time.
Yeah, you old fish hook.
He stopped. You put your fingers in my mouth. And I went, that's called a fish hook.
Yeah, exactly. The old fish hook.
He was mad about that. I should have beat you.
What? Yeah. You're in a hot mic, so it doesn't go through the headphones.
Hot mic.
There's one more off.
Jimmy the
off
Bear
hot mic.
Hayes, he says, I'm out of.
You want me to
Whether you're a contractor or do-it-yourselfer, Sunbelt Rentals is committed to making it easy to get the tools and equipment you need. With a vast network of locations across the U.S. and Canada, no one brings more yes to your project. Our broad inventory and dedicated team of experts makes equipment rental absolutely available, positively reliable, and unquestionably easy. Visit sunbeltrentals.com to reserve your equipment or find a location near you.
When the sign said long-haired freaky people need not apply.
The Bubba the Love Sponge Show, listeners supported via PayPal, Venmo, and Cash App, all at the Bubba Army, now returns.
Need not apply.
Bubba 199, 8 to 10 tonight, live on Rumble and Twitch. The only two places you're going to be able to find it. And then I think, they disappear thereafter, do they not?
Yes, they do.
Yeah, we take them down.
Yes.
So that you can't enjoy them any further. So you got to watch it live as it happens. It's the birthday edition of Bubba 199. We only do about 3 or 4 Bubba 199s a year now. Used to do them once a month. But I felt like I was shaking you down too much. So 3 or 4 times a year, only on special occasions. We do one on BARP. I think we just do 3. We do one on BARP, we do one on my birthday, and when we do one as a last qualifier, like in September.
Yes, that's how it's been going.
I think that's all we do.
Yep.
So it's both Rumble and Twitch at the Bubba Army. Yes, you're not seeing. This is not Thursday's show. He couldn't get enough of us, and he loves hanging out with us. And
he loves tormenting me.
And he doesn't.
Mr. Disney Skater.
Mr. Disney Skater.
I can't skip a Friday if there's ever an opportunity to sit next to Gene.
He's talking about them pancakes, man. It's killing me.
Could you be?
You too, Lummy. Shut up.
Oh, Lummy, we do have pancakes here.
No, don't say that.
From yesterday.
Tara.
From yesterday, yeah.
No, somehow they disappeared.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
I put one in my pocket for
Tell about them. What kind of pancakes were they again?
They were cinnamon roll pancakes.
Yeah, and they are the ones from was it the
Metro Diner?
Metro Diner.
Metro
Diner, yeah. And so Steve Oleski, I know I mess it up, but whatever.
Just call him Ski.
Just call him Ski.
Yeah, Steve Ski.
Steve Ski.
So we're not talking about hockey necessarily. We're just hanging out. And,
No, he's the official, but he is a hockey handicapper. I can tell you that.
Now, listen, speaking of Disney on Ice,
what does a handicapper do?
Handicapper is in the sports betting world, makes solid picks or comes up with lines.
Or as an or a handicapper, Gene, would be like you would be a handicapper when talking about sprint car racing. So if somebody took you to a sprint, if somebody took you to a World Outlaw sprint car and be like, "Hey man, I need to
pick the top 3.
I need to bet on." You'd be like, let me tell you something. You probably need to bet on David Gravel. You probably need to bet on.
Even though he's starting 7th.
And even though
fast on the bottom,
if Larson's in here, we need to find him. He's going to bet him. And then the third place guy.
Cushion's a little too high for Larson, so he's going to bang her off the wall, and he'll be a run 2nd or 3rd.
So, like for hockey, Steve, who played the sport professionally for like 4 different teams, he could give you a better insight as to maybe what might happen. What is your preview for? Is it tomorrow? Is it tonight, Lummy? Tonight at 7:00. Yep. What is your preview for tonight's Montreal Lightning game?
I have to do a little research. Obviously, that's a tight series. Montreal.
We're even, right?
Yeah, we're even 1-1. We blew one at home.
Blew one at home, but came back with a big win.
And the coach kind of lit a fire.
Coach lit a fire, and I talked a little bit off air. To Lummy, one of my buddies took a pretty dumb penalty with 2 minutes to go in the third period. But something like that can really propel a team. They obviously killed that off, dominated overtime. So I would expect that Tampa Bay comes out flying tonight. Once you get that first win in the opposing team's building, that's a huge jump start. So I think they're going to come out flying. They're a way better team than Montreal. Montreal's been playing tough, but I think Tampa Bay is going to dominate them this game.
Lemmy, who do we play if we get through this series? We play the winner of what? Carolina. Do we play the winner of the Carolina series? I think we do.
Yes.
And the Carolina was the number 1 seed, weren't they?
Oh no, I'm sorry. It would be the Sabres and the Bruins.
Oh, Buffalo.
Yes.
But I think Buffalo kind of owned us this year.
No, yeah,
Buffalo, they put up I think on 2 different times they put 6 goals on us 2 different times.
They did.
And I think we were 1-3 versus Buffalo this year.
We still got to play all them guys yet?
Oh, we got the Stanley.
We're not going nowhere.
Listen, in hockey, the Stanley Cup, you have to win more games to win the coveted Stanley Cup than in any other sports. Baseball, it's not as many games to win the World Series. In football, you don't have to win as many games to win the Super Bowl. But in hockey, you got to win
16 games.
16 games, which is it's 3 series of 7, right, Steve?
4.
4.
Yeah. I believe, right, Lemmy?
Yes, you're right.
So it'd be all right. So if we win this series against Montreal, then we got to play the winner of the Sabres and Bruins, right?
Yes.
And then for the Eastern Conference Finals, we'd have to play whoever pushed through there.
Yep.
That would be 3.
It'd probably be that at this point. It looks like it's gonna be Carolina.
Carolina. So then after that, winning 4 out of 7 on that, then you got to go play for the Stanley Cup, which is the winner out of the West. So.
Think about if you went Game 7 in all 4 series. You're playing an extra 30 games on your season, 28 games.
And the Lightning's done that for, didn't they win back-to-backs?
Yeah, they went back.
Well, they made it to the Stanley Cup 3 times in a row.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And those are very, very short off seasons for everybody. So when you're milking injuries, obviously everybody's playing super banged up during playoffs. It doesn't give you a lot of turnaround time.
What was your favorite place on the road? Like there's got to be towns that suck because there's not a lot to do or there's not a lot of good restaurants. I'm sure that all the veterans know where to go, like with what good restaurants and where to hang out. What would be like the upper end and what would be the lower end? Like would New York, LA be?
I loved coming here to Tampa, one of my favorite buildings to play in. Beautiful arena, super, super cool atmosphere. But I have to say I had a lot of success against the Rangers, and New York City was probably
Madison Square Garden?
Madison Square Garden was my favorite place to go. Great restaurants, good scene.
Where would you guys stay?
We actually stayed at, hopefully nobody in this chat gets mad at me, but we used to stay at the Trump in New York.
Okay.
Sweet. We stayed there, right down in the heart of everything.
Then just take a bus over?
Yeah, so take a bus over, depending on what time you go. So generally...
Don't they have 2 buses?
Yeah, so pro sports, they'll have an earlier bus for everybody who wants to get there super early. They'll have a little bit later bus, and then some guys will actually Uber on their own as well, depending on your pregame routine.
Now, do they have a drop down? You have to be in the locker room by this time?
Yeah, so generally it's a couple hours before game.
So let's say that you got a 7:10 puck drop. What, 5 o'clock?
5 o'clock, yeah.
And that's probably cutting it, isn't it?
5 o'clock, yeah. If you're there at 5:01, you may as well pack your bags and you're getting sent down.
Unless you're Crosby,
unless you make goals.
Unless you're one of. I bet you, like Kucherov could roll in at 5:02.
Even those guys, though, it's crazy. When I played in Pittsburgh, there was a parade, and I don't know if anybody's ever been to Pittsburgh, but there's a lot of bridges. It's obviously the Steel City.
I know when I watch the Pirates and they show the backdrop of. By the way, Lemmy, that PNK Stadium or whatever it's called, that is beautiful.
That is one stadium I want to go to.
And you see the backdrop of the city with the bridge and everything. That looks like a beautiful place. I mean, beautiful facility.
Why do you want to see a stadium? What do you think? Chairs are nicer than your chairs?
It's a nice view.
Gene, some places are crap holes and they're not fan friendly and they don't have big opening concourses that you can go get food and still watch the game. And some places are really, really, really designed for more fan friendly type deal.
Hold on, you're saying that there's not a track out there that you would want to go see?
Yeah, Gene, it's like, you know what? Here's the deal, Gene. It's like racing, a crap hole that has bad pits.
Either going to your track or Knoxville.
Yeah. Well, thanks. I appreciate it. I actually probably have one of the nicest tracks in Florida.
The hardest tracks the hardest to win at track in the nation.
In the nation, the Darlington of dirt.
That's right.
But I sent you a picture just so Gene. But Gene, so like Bristol, like if you go to Bubba's track, wouldn't you want to go like, hey, I kind of want to see like Bristol one day, or Darlington or Watkins Glen, one of those big races.
I'll tell you somebody else who has got a really neat backdrop, and that is St. Louis with the arch.
Yeah.
And Busch Stadium. So here's PNC Park.
Look at that, Gene.
I mean, compared to where look how beautiful this is, Gene.
It looks great right in my living room. Perfect.
But look, the backdrop of the city, this is downtown.
See that moron there on the left leaving? He didn't bump into me neither.
Yeah, but this is downtown Pittsburgh. There's the bridge into the city.
You really believe it looks that good?
Yeah.
What do you think? Do you think it's AI?
They think they AI?
I don't believe anything I see anymore.
Well,
Nothing.
That's because you're stupid.
Yeah. Almost stay there.
So New York City, Madison Square Garden. Now, what would be on the crappier end of there has to be like
St. Pete.
Yeah, the Islanders' old stadium. It used to be like a high school gymnasium, and there was about 6 feet from the glass to the first row of seats, and you'd walk around. It was a big circle. It was pretty outdated. That was probably one of the worst. But
how about Calgary's?
Calgary's awesome.
Now the city. I went to Calgary and did a Bubba Palooza, and we played in the old Saddle Dome where they used to play. I think we still did like 5,200 people, but it was right in the middle of their fall festival. I don't know what it's called, but it was
the Stampede.
Yes, it was. It was the week after Stampede, and the city was beautiful. Calgary was beautiful.
It's gorgeous out there, especially when it warms up for about 3 weeks out of the year. That's it. Really beautiful.
Is some ice worse than other ice?
Yeah,
oh, yeah.
For sure.
In fact, Tampa used to have a reputation because of the humidity of having horrible ice. But after the new owner, Vinnick, bought it, they put all new surface in, bought all new Zambonis. They brought a new guy that knows how to do it. And I think, Steve, they went from some of the worst ice to at least decent ice, didn't they?
Yeah, it's still challenging for warm weather climate to have great ice. Panthers used to be notorious for some of the worst ice.
Now, does bad ice make for slower ice?
Yeah. So
they have to.
It's bumpier, it's wet, it's rough. So if you're making a pass and the ice is rough, what's going to happen? It's going to be kind of wobble. Yeah, so it's a lot harder.
Can it hurt you? Can it trip you up?
Yeah. Excuse me. Yeah, no, like softer ice too. You'll get grooves in there. So as a hockey player, you're using you get a rut and your skates will get caught, and that's where a lot of guys will pull their groins or tweak their knees and stuff.
Now, Gene, here's a fact you don't know that Steve will back up for me. Do you know that they freeze the pucks? They actually have a freezer by the scorekeeper in the penalty box, and they got 50.
So is that like freezing the paintballs to make it hurt you?
Well, no, Steve. It's my understanding that they make it less bouncy, like they're less rubbery, and they don't bounce as much when they're frozen. Is that true?
Yeah. So the puck doesn't bounce as much, but Gene, to your point, you're spot on. You're actually so smart, regardless of what Bubba says.
Jesus Christ! You're about right. Well, tell Steve he'll be one segment only today. I got Brooke on the phone right now. She needs him to come home immediately.
The puck hurts a lot more. It's a lot harder. It's solid.
But now will they, as you're playing, the puck starts getting less. It's not in the freezer anymore. So do they change out pucks like after every 5 minutes or something like that? Or after a score, like in baseball. If you watch baseball, I mean, like if the ball hits the dirt or the change of innings, they're always constantly throwing the pitcher a new ball.
They use like 80 balls a game.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do. Because if it hits the dirt and gets scuffed, they throw it off. Or So what determines when they do a puck change?
Usually they'll use the same puck until it goes out of play, right? Or if it goes into a bench or whatnot, they'll grab a new one. And
what about a goal scorer? Do you still use that same puck?
Usually you do, unless it's a guy's first goal or a special,
like a monumental type deal.
And the guy wants to get
exactly.
home.
So they'll keep that puck and they'll give it to the player.
Did you get to keep your first puck?
I actually have a really, really cool plaque. I got
Who'd you score on?
Marty Biron from the New York Rangers. So I had a lot of success.
Ain't you glad you only had a couple good hits?
Yeah,
I only can remember the people's name.
Thanks, Gene.
Yeah.
You get
Yeah,
1,000 wins.
Thanks, Gene. Everybody at home.
You forget the guys
It's like
you
Gene
played
saying.
with.
It's like you saying, Gene, you only won 3 features.
Right.
When
Well,
you-
see, I can't remember who I beat in the beginning because I won so much.
See, that's why I didn't
That's what I'm
score a
saying.
lot. I wanted to remember every one.
That's what I'm asking.
But he was
You know,
also
it's even
Gene,
greater that way.
Gene, he was also a defenseman and a goon. So
I wouldn't mess with the dude.
That makes it like you're not. They didn't ever put Steve in because they needed a quick goal. They put Steve in because they needed somebody's
Well,
ass
as a
whipped.
manager, I would say, you see that Steve Ski over there?
Yeah.
Hit him right now.
Well, that's
Stop
what they
him, but
probably
get
did.
him out of the game.
That's what they did sometimes. When they saw him come in, they're like, "Okay, we need to send
We
our
don't want
fighter
none of
in."
that action.
Oh, they just sent Olitsky in there. That means they're up to no good. Let's send our goon, and then they're going to goon it out.
Right.
And then does that goon
Let's get
come
it over
like during the face-off? Does that goon come over to you and say, "Hey, yeah, hater, do you want to go, buddy? You want to go?"
Sometimes, yeah. Generally, if those guys were asking me to go, it was because I was a lot smaller than
So you take the first
than
swing.
the old heavyweights. I'd kind of downplay it. No. And then once I got a chance, I would probably just try to grab them and get a couple quick punches.
So you tell
we don't
them,
need to do this.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
you tell them initially no, and then you
Take
go
that
and
right hook to
try
him.
to give them a cheap shot.
Yes.
Not a cheap shot. Not a
What?
cheap
There's
shot.
no
I
rules
just,
in fighting.
I just not picking my spots either, but just timing it. So it had to be.
If I was a Steve Ski, the managers would be saying, "You see that little bonehead over there?
That's what they did to him.
He is going to swing first, so make sure you hit him before he hits you because he will swing first."
Usually they sent Steve Ski in when the other team had roughed up one of Steve, like Crosby. He played with Crosby, so if somebody put kind of a dirty hit or cross-check Crosby, that's when Steve Ski got put in. And they am I kind of right, Steve? Like if somebody did Crosby dirty or threw him against the board a little hard, there was just some people that are royalty in the league, and he played with one of them, one of the greatest of all time, easily top 3 in Crosby. So when another team would be kind of a dick to Crosby, coach would say, "Steve Ski, get your ass in there," and the guy that messed with Crosby.
Yeah,
Well,
my
the good thing is that, so just so you know, Bubba, I have it pretty much set up, ready to go whenever Gene's available. Angus has goalie gear. Steve's ready to go.
He'll get some ice for us.
Yeah, but don't you think I
We'll do
should
the
be
ice.
allowed to go there and practice
Gee,
a couple times?
There is no practice.
What are you talking about?
Gene,
Did
we'll go to
you guys
the-
practice to learn how to do what you do?
You can't practice it. It's instinct.
Gene, we'll go to the Wesley Chapel
Hold on.
one.
See puck, stop puck.
Yep.
That's all you need to do.
Right, but I just want to get enaminated with all my padding and know which way I got to.
Enaminated. We'll get it. I'll tell you what. When we go there, like the first 30 minutes, Steve will show you what you need to do.
Yeah, I believe in Steve Ski. He's just going to smash me to the pulp.
No, and then so Gene,
Right out of the box.
So Gene, here's what we're gonna do. Okay, just listen to me. We're gonna get you out there and we'll get you all padded up.
Okay.
And then Angus, he's a goalie. Obviously not on the professional level, but he's.
Oh, I didn't know that. See, I could have
Yeah.
been slipping and sliding on the back strap
So then,
right now already with Angus.
Angus and Steve will show you. Okay, this is your blocker. This is your catcher's mitt. This is your leg pads, and then whoever's out there will shoot real soft ones in there, just little baby gimmicks for you to
I
stop.
just want you to know something, Steve. I'm going to tell you up front.
I'm going to carry a gun with me on my pads.
but if I do this and I feel like I did a good job, I caught one of them pucks and stopped you, I'm coming for you.
Yeah,
I'm going to try you.
I appreciate that.
Oh, I want to see that
No,
fight.
I'm going to try him.
And he'll throw you down on the ground.
That's
and,
okay.
And beat your and see
He'll
that
have to grab
see
onto
that,
stuff that's moving too, because I'm going to be moving on
See
him.
that nose? It's been broken 4 times.
That's
We're
all
now
right.
going to get number 5.
He ain't getting the first one, so I won't remember your name.
So here's the deal, Gene. Here's how we're going to do. First 30 minutes, Angus and Steve are going to show you this pad does that, this pad does that, and then we're going to shoot little baby ones at you that you can like anybody could stop, right?
Okay.
And then we're going to say, okay, Gene, Steve's going to give you 50%. Steve and Angus are going to give you 50%, like half the steam, okay? Like 40 miles an hour. And then Steve, after we go half and you can get a gauge on like what a 40-mile-an-hour gimmick is like, then Steve's going to go, okay, I'm going to gas it up to like 80 now. Steve, what can you shoot, 80, 90?
Yeah,
What does that mean? That's the
right
speed of
now.
the
Yeah,
puck?
right now maybe.
Yeah, I'm thinking you'd probably go 80
And
all
then,
day.
then we're going to have a surprise where Steve's going to bring out 2 or 3 of his former NHL guys, and they're going to show Gene really.
Then they're
going to
take it. Then those guys are going to take it up to 100, Gene. Okay?
Yeah, well, there'll be outlaws outside the building. They got to get to their car.
Gene, you can't have your motorcycle gang outside the building.
Well, see, I'm not going to put up with Steve Ski getting 9 big guys after me.
No, only 2.
Okay, so I'll only have 12.
We'll get a couple of your buddies on skates against a
No,
couple of
my
my
guys are not on
buddies.
skates.
It'll be the Outlaws versus the former NHL
They don't throw
guys.
pucks, but they throw things.
Yeah. They would fall over. They couldn't do nothing.
No,
Now, the NHL guys aren't going to fight them on ground. They have to be on
Gene's
ice.
team. I can skate pretty good.
Okay. All right.
We'll go on.
Macho Man can be your defenseman. All right, we got to get this arranged, and we get Lasker all mic'd up, and we bring the cameras and everything. And yeah, Gene, we've got to do it because you've said that, I ain't
got a problem doing it.
I can be a goalie, ain't no big deal. So
Yo,
listen,
pad it up, man. What are you doing?
okay,
All that
all right.
stuff that's on you. We just got to.
Go ahead and see one at 90. I'll have a pad, no big deal. Okay, wait till one
They
hits
don't even make that shot most of the time. It's always off.
Yeah.
Stand in there.
All of a sudden, he's going to get good on me.
Most goals in the listen, Gene. Most goals in the NHL are 80 plus. You're just not going to sneak a little bunny rabbit in there. You got to gas it up. So anyway, Gene, listen. So Macho Man, did this happen to you yesterday?
Yeah, I was, at your place, and I was getting to the gym, and Plant City's just gotten way too many people there. It's just ridiculous. This road is Alexander used to be a pretty
It's a Mexican
easy drive.
hideout.
It's a lot of apartments.
So anyway, this guy now Macho has a Mustang GT 500. This is his baby. It's 1,000.
Most people who own them only drive on Saturdays and Sundays when people ain't around.
He shouldn't be driving it nearly like he should. I've often told him he has a truck. That's the truck. That's the car he needs to be putting the miles on. Is his truck, not this thing. This is
the gym's only like 5 minutes away.
This is a $100,000 car that produces 1,000 horsepower. There's years that they don't make them, and then they'll start making them again.
They don't make that many.
They're complete race car, like they're race cars, and so. Man, this would have totaled your car had you not been good reaction. Check this out. And Lummy, this is why I'm buying a dash cam.
Good.
Look at this.
Oh, yeah.
So Macho Man even has the rear cam.
He's lucky I didn't have a gun.
Well, Macho Man, I don't want to go have a crime that we put live on the.
Well, that's why I don't have a gun.
Mushroom Mitch is $20 on the PayPal, Venmo, Cash App. I cannot wait for the Gene goalie experiment.
He had no tag on the trailer, so I can't report him, and I can't make out his tag on his truck. But he blew through that stop sign. He never stopped.
Was he flipping you off or anything?
No, he looked at me like, just hit me. Because he knows that, that trailer, nothing's going to happen to that trailer.
Yeah, nothing's going to happen in a trailer.
So, I don't
But see, I'm going to tell you something. If you had a little bit of time and a knife, you just follow him way back, and he pulls in somewhere, jumps out, take a pee, get him a burger, stop at Publix to get him some chicken tenders, pop 2 tires. Not 1, 2. Everybody's got a spare for the 1. No one's got 2.
Actually pop 1 trailer and 2 truck.
Well, then he's really down.
Yeah, you want to. If you're gonna pop 1, you might as well pop 3.
Yeah.
And the Bubba Army knife will be if
works perfect. I've tried it already.
Army knife. Well, and then you can also knock out his windshield with this gimmick back
No,
here
you don't
too.
need all that. You don't need all the insurance pays for that.
So anyway, the big hubbub is Russell Brand got on Megyn Kelly yesterday, and I don't know if he was trying to be cute or thinking that, okay, because this happened in Europe and their legal age of consent is 16, so technically I've not done anything wrong. They can't get me on nothing. But I think, Lummy, I think he is currently facing like sexual assault, rape allegations.
Yeah, he's got some allegations on him.
And I don't know if they're going any further than I don't know if it's still an active investigation or if it's been dropped. I don't know the status of his current investigation. But if you're Russell Brand and you are either in the middle of a sexual abuse scandal or you just got through one, I don't know.
He's awaiting trial.
Oh, he's awaiting trial
on a rape and sexual assault.
So he's awaiting trial on rape and sexual assault. Obviously, he didn't have a very good attorney because at that point, man, I would go, media dark. Do not get on anybody's show and say anything because you don't want to get caught in a trick bag that they could potentially use against you in your upcoming trial. And listen, this is a serious this is jail time for what he's, sexual assault and rape. That's not a little bit of a fine and a slap on the wrist and probation. This is, you're facing some real jail time. And I don't think, even though you think it's okay because you claim to have had sex with a 16-year-old in Europe and in the consensual age of sex in Europe is 16, it's a bad look. I think your trial is in America. Is it in America, Lummy? Is his trial in America? Or
no, it's over there. No, it's over there.
Okay, but it's still not a good look. And it's
good feel.
It might be a good feel, Gene. You're right on that. But we're not. We 16-year-olds.
We're not in the field business.
We're not in the 16-year-old business, Gene.
Yeah, when you're 30.
When it's legal,
when you're 30,
that's all you want.
Well, that's kind of his mindset.
Okay.
Now,
not guilty.
Here's what I don't understand: is that a few years ago, Megyn Kelly actually called him out and said, "Listen, you're a monster." When all this first went down, she called him out like, "You're a monster." Like, really, really, really dressed him down. This was a couple years ago, Megyn Kelly. Hold on, stand by.
I just tell you guys, I realize that the knee-jerk instinct now by so many is Russell Brand is wrongly accused. These women are all liars. I'm sorry, this is extremely detailed. And in the case of the other woman, there's an actual set of medical records after she went to a rape crisis center the day of the alleged encounter, plus apologetic, begging for forgiveness text from Russell Brand. Could you please, for a second, stay open-minded to the possibility that the women are telling the truth? We don't need to so overcorrect from the Me Too movement that every woman gets completely disregarded and called a liar when she finds the guts to come forward and make an allegation. They may be telling the truth. It's worth investigating. We don't need to knee-jerk condemn him, and we don't need to knee-jerk condemn them. I'm just pissed because what I've seen is like a rash of guys coming out to be like, it's I don't know whether it's or not. Did you read the report of this woman? Did you read the alleged rape details? Did you read the text message that she has from Russell Brand begging for forgiveness? There's at least enough for us to want more facts. That's it. I'm sorry. That's my take on it.
That was September 19th, 2023.
Boy, she got a lot of hate in her.
She's pretty hot, though.
Yeah.
I was supposed to do
Nobody
her show.
raped her, so she's mad.
I was, no, Gene, that's not what we're going with, buddy. Okay? We have to do
well, nobody likes her.
The views and opinions made by Gene Lasker are not necessarily those of our advertisers or this radio station.
So she had him on, Megyn Kelly, 2 years ago, September 2023, 3 years ago, 2.5 years ago.
Bobby Williams, 25, Steve's the man.
So,
Thank you.
2.5 years ago, she wasn't having it. This guy, please pay attention to this woman. Please don't, discredit her. She had a rape report. She, has text from Russell Brand profusely apologizing. Stop casting judgment and saying that he didn't do anything wrong. Yada, yada, yada. It was a way different interview than what went down yesterday. Yesterday was a big ass-kissing fest. What changed? What changed? This is yesterday.
In Europe and in the United Kingdom where I'm from, the age of consent
Bubba,
is
right
16.
there, that's what changed. See his book? Name of his book?
Oh, so he's now a Christian.
Yes.
And he's promoting his book.
How to become a Christian in 7 days.
In 7 days.
And so she allowed him to be on her show, which, by the way, I was supposed to be on her show too, and I got trolled and canceled. No, for real, Gene. I was lit in one for being me. And so I was supposed to be on her show and got canceled less than 18 hours before my appearance. So I have no respect for her. I used to be a huge Megyn Kelly fan. I really am. I think she's beautiful. I think that this new uncensored forum on SiriusXM and MegynKelly.com is great. She's able to be herself. She's smart. She's intelligent. She's attractive. I really like her. But I'm becoming less and less I'm becoming less of a Megyn Kelly fan. One, because she canceled me, and allowed the trolls. She believed the trolls. And then 2, now she's going to have this guy on. She just held this guy to task 2.5 years ago. And how to become a Christian in 7 days. You mean how to become a Christian and find God and religion because you're facing rape and sexual allegation charges?
So you paid for that chair, probably.
Well, no, she probably it's probably sort of a mark out, like she's kind of marking out. She doesn't get a lot of high profile guests, but she doesn't need to because her monologues and her opinions are brilliant, and she's very smart. So I guess when Russell Brand's publicist is shaking the leaves as to what shows that he can do, this was probably one of the shows they requested, and she said yes. Huh. I wish one of her producers would have pulled up what she said 2.5 years ago. It would have maybe made her not have him on or not have a big kiss his ass love fest. But I guess now he's promoting his new book, How to Become a Christian in 7 Days.
And in the United Kingdom where I'm from, the age of consent is 16, and I did sleep with a 16-year-old when I was 30. But when I was 30, I was a very different...
Man, just really glossing over it. When you're 30 and you're blasting a 16-year-old, that might be legal for wherever you're doing it at, but it's not a good look when you are, not that long away from being on trial for sexual, molestation and potential rape. Your publicist needs to keep your mouth shut. Maybe you shouldn't be releasing your book and having to do press junkets and things like that when you're so close to a trial that can put you behind bars.
Different person. I was a lot younger, and I was an immature 30-year-old. Consensual sex, actually, with a variety of people, when there is a strong power differential, as there is when you're a famous man that has the ability to attract women that I had at that time, I think involves exploitation. I think it is exploitative. I recognize that my sexual conduct in the past was selfish, and I did not apply enough consideration, barely any, I suppose, really, to how that sex was affecting other people.
Now do we have her rebuttal? Can you try to find after he explained that?
Did you read what he did? The reader's contact that they added. That's
right here.
It's the
okay.
report.
The then 16-year-old girl accuses Brand of sexual assault, forced his penis down her throat, made her choke, only stopping after she punched him in the stomach. She says he groomed her, called her the child, and was emotionally abusive and controlling. Lummy, if you can find me potentially what did she say after he said this? What was the next exchange?
Affecting other people.
Let me find it.
Now, I do have audio of the 16-year-old.
Oh.
Now, let's hear the story of the 16-year-old girl that Russell Brand said he slept with when he was 30. I found this.
He didn't want to be?
Everything was over.
Now, Lummy, is the court and the trial that he's facing from this girl? I think it is.
Yeah, it's one of them.
One of them.
How long after they did it is this going on?
I don't know, but there's multiple.
One of his friends came round to the house. They both drove me to the tube station.
So Lummy, it's sounds like it might have been a day or so afterwards, or maybe a day afterwards, that he had sex with her, maybe took her virginity, that one of his friends drove her to the police station. Those that aren't visually watching this right now, there's a 16-year-old, well, I don't think she's 16 anymore, but she's describing what happened when she was 16 and Russell Brand took her virginity. It shows her, but she's
blacked out.
She's all kind of blacked out, so you can't see her
Lesbian
identity.
hairdo.
That's not just shut up when you don't know what you're talking about.
People know what we're saying.
Yeah, of course.
A family member has confirmed that Alice was having a relationship with Brand at this time. I guarantee you're going to be getting a text from your wife here momentarily when she hears your stupid-ass commentary about saying that Russell Brand's a cool dude after the allegations that have been charged.
The girl
to him.
stayed with him for months.
It's all right. I guarantee your wife's going to be lighting her up. I guarantee
because she was eating good?
I guarantee your wife.
She must have loved something about him.
That your wife's going to be lighting your ass up in a minute. You're about ready to get a Francis Eugene Lasker Jr.
I probably will get one of those, but come on, man.
should.
The girl was with him for months.
Well,
things took slightly.
So, when your granddaughter turns 16 and there's a 30-year-old famous rock star or movie star that that one takes her virginity and then has a relationship with her for a couple months, I'm going to remind you how cool that guy is.
You won't have to remind me because it won't even last a couple of months because he'll go missing.
So then why would you have a different mindset with regards to this girl?
Because she didn't run.
It is indeed the girl that's at the one that's suing him.
Yes.
And the one that the police are investigating.
The mascara runs down their face.
What do you say, Lummy?
Oh, when the mascara runs, I just
it's
dirty.
Run anyway.
That's
Genius really need to shut up. You're really pissing me off.
Because you're on the wrong side.
No, I'm not.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm not, Gene.
Okay. If this happened to you, we'd be on your side.
It's not going to happen to me. I don't have a daughter.
I just said it.
I never raped anybody at 16.
He didn't rape her at 16. It's legal there. Okay. Legal. Let's say legal, just to use that word.
You are way on the wrong side of this.
To me, it's crazy that this is coming out, and him and P. Diddy were so close, too. Do you think there's any cross connection?
Oh, here we're going to dump on P. Diddy.
They did that movie.
They did that movie?
Yeah,
had the white.
It was about the same time,
I was going to say, the same time they did the movie is when this whole thing went down.
So you're saying he learned from P. Diddy?
Maybe.
Or at least
they usually attract and find each other.
Yeah.
So, Gene, you're with P. Diddy now?
Yeah.
Not me. Only thing I like about P. Diddy is he had white parties.
Oh, my God. Sarah, can you help me, please? Your husband's getting on here and advocating for Russell Brand, who raped a 16-year-old and gagged her with his penis until mascara ran
And
on
every
out.
man likes that noise.
Hey, Bubba, do you remember P. Diddy's egg game thing or his egg test?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
So I sent you a picture.
I don't remember it, but I've heard about it.
It's where he would, when he was grooming.
You guys in hockey world.
When he was,
that was old school hockey world.
You had to play for the Blackhawks for that deal. So
here we are.
Russell
Buddies.
Brand has officially been charged with rape and sexual assault. Don't look up what the egg test is. Just don't do it. Gene, do you know what the egg test is?
No.
I'm going to tell you. And we'll see what stupid, uneducated remarks you have about that. Now, did you see the picture of Russell Brand holding the egg with P. Diddy? Did
I
you
just seen that,
Okay.
yeah.
So that's probably what. Let me ask you a question. For all the pictures you've taken with fans, for all the pictures you've taken with me, Steve, all the pictures you've taken with fans, all the pictures that Brooke's taken with fans, all the pictures have we ever thought about holding an egg while taking a picture? Unless it was an Easter egg type situation, none of us ever would think about holding an egg while taking a picture.
Even then, I'm not. Even if it's Easter, I'm not holding an egg.
Well, it wouldn't. You know what? If it wouldn't be, it certainly wouldn't be deemed, inappropriate if you're holding eggs and colored eggs during Easter, like with your kids or your wife, whatever.
Yes.
So that's okay. But in September, when you're taking a picture with Russell Brand and he's holding an egg, and P. Diddy is infamous for the egg test, and that's when, Gene, they would stick. And I'm just going to go ahead and maybe you'll change your mind, maybe you won't. But the egg test in P. Diddy's world was this, Gene. He would groom young boys to put an egg,
or even men too,
or men, or anybody he wanted to have anal sex with, and he would put an egg into that person that he was trying to groom's rectum. And you had to have enough rectum control not to break the egg and for you to be able to spit the egg back out unbroken.
I'd cut his throat.
Yeah, well,
you're not eating eggs for breakfast, are you, Gene?
Yeah, you're also sticking up for him.
I got chickens too, man. Now I'm pissed off.
Yeah, well, you know what? Now maybe you can not put so much credibility in Russell Brand being a good guy. And let me tell you something. He's 16. She asked for it. Us guys like when the mascara runs. Sometimes you just take the wrong. You take the wrong side because you're too stupid to realize what the bigger picture is. The bigger picture isn't to be funny and talk about
all right, he raped her with an egg.
No, he didn't rape her with an egg, but he obviously knows what the egg test is. Or maybe he did it. Maybe that was his graduation, and P. Diddy anally raped him. I don't know why you would take a picture with an egg with P. Diddy unless you're participating in the egg game.
Them blowjobs where mascara runs a little bit.
That's him doing stand-up, talking about a woman giving you such intense oral that her mascara runs, which goes right along the lines of what this 16-year-old said happened. Russell Brand now, it's one of the hottest things, one of the hottest pop culture topics going. That's why we made it our clickbait today. I think the guy's an absolute scumbag. For all of you that have daughters, picture them being, sexually groomed by a 30-year-old. To the point where, listen, kids will do things behind their parents' back, and you may not even know about it. But once you did find out that your child has been groomed by a 30-year-old to the point of him choking her with his penis to the point of where her mascara runs, I promise you that none of you, even if you live in Europe where the age of consent is 16, you wouldn't be very happy.
It's crazy to me, too, that they always lean into religion after things like this.
Well, of course.
And
Yeah.
to protect themselves.
Right.
Of course.
Like maybe, and it's not even like necessarily real, it's public perception.
Exactly.
It's like, yes, I did some bad things, but have you heard about my new book? And it's called Being a Christian in 7 Days. In 7 days, I became a Christian. I got baptized. Oh, don't we know somebody else that got baptized late in life?
Yeah, brother.
Quite simply, you're listening to pure filth, and he's damn proud of it. The Bubba the Love Sponge Show returns after these words.
Get out. By who? By Bubba?
Yeah.
Oh,
You can't say
Bubba.
nothing bad about that guy.
Hey, did you get the picture Brooke just sent?
No, I haven't.
Oh my God, Oliver and Molly are watching the show, and Oliver is pointing.
He was saying Bubba this morning, and I'm not gonna lie, Bubba, when they were born, I was up early with them and used to talk to you guys on every day. They grew up on your voice and Gene's voice, of course, and they absolutely love it. Anytime I turn on, if we're not here, I put it on in the morning. They go crazy. They love it. That's the Uncle
That's
Bubba.
just Bubba's the Pied Piper.
The Uncle Bubba.
The voice behind.
Careful, R. Kelly was a Pied Piper too. We're not going there. We already hit the P.
Well, they got that voice. They got that.
Yeah,
that something about.
So I had a guy, my buddy Gooch, his kid plays hockey in Indy, and he said that Gene should probably wear broom ball shoes so he could at least stand.
This is what I'm saying. Even if we can't get out on the ice, we could do it right here in studio. We could suit Gene up in some gear and we could let him fly in here.
Or in the parking lot.
That parking lot would be fun.
Put him in tennis shoes.
Yeah. That would even it out a little bit more.
What would you shoot poke? Can you shoot pucks on asphalt?
I would grab a little piece of like plexiglass and shoot off plexiglass.
Oh, okay.
Mama Dukes, my mom just said, get back to you talking about shooting on Gene.
Yeah. Gene has no idea what the fuck he's in for.
They love Uncle Bubba. You should see them at Tara's house. They're going crazy over there.
Do they love it?
Oh, they love it.
'Cause it's all new territory.
Last night, me and Tarek were on the golf simulator, and Oliver was one of the boys. Anytime they tried to take him inside from the garage, he was
He'd flip
losing
out?
it. He was
No
losing
way,
it.
man. I'm staying.
He was losing it.
All right, so we got Gene with that, and then we got that. I don't even think I'm gonna cover that. I'm gonna go this right here, and then that. Okay, we're good. We're good. We're good.
Third Merchant, good morning. Yeah, of course their parents thought it was going to be a payday for them. Yeah. So did she.
Did you get a text? Be honest. Did you get one?
Yeah.
You did.
I think so, yeah.
You want to go ahead and give us the context of it? You want to read it?
I'm trying. Hold on.
No, you're not going to read it? Afraid? A little bit afraid?
No, she didn't.
Oh, no text?
No text.
I think you're lying.
No, I'm not lying. She don't feel good, so
She might be sleeping.
hopefully I think she's got an ulcer.
An ulcer?
Ulcer in her belly, yeah.
An Elsa.
Yeah, for
Like from Frozen. An Elsa.
like because she's fucking married to you, poor thing.
Well, no, when she drinks, sometimes now she drinks 3 cups of coffee and then she gets sick. 1 cup of coffee is cool, but then, she wants more, and then she don't feel good, and then right now it's the worst she's been, overnight sick type deal, all day yesterday.
Tampa Terry asked what you had for dinner last night, Lasker.
I had 1 hamburger patty and maybe 6 mini pretzels.
It's Bubba.
Now for a word of caution.
We now return to the Bubba the Love Sponge Show.
Did you hear it?
Huh?
Oh, yeah.
The Bubba the Love Sponge Show on your Friday. Don't forget tonight, 8 to 10. Only 2 different platforms that you can watch Bubba 199. We only do 3 Bubba 199s a year. This is the second one. We do one at BARP. We do one the Friday, either right before or after my birthday. And then we do one like in the first or second week of September, which is your last opportunity to qualify to come to BARP. And that's it.
What's the 199 mean?
She said, "Redneck, $20."
It's just it's a throwback. Thank you, Sicilian Redneck. It's a throwback to the Sirius XM days, and I was like, man, if I ever had my own radio station and I could play my own music, which I did have at Bubba 98.7, but I screwed that up. But we just had this fictitious radio station called Bubba 199, and we'd go into like songs and stuff like that, and it was just a gimmick, and it kind of stuck. And it doesn't mean anything,
So
really.
you finally made it into reality.
What do you mean?
By having Bubba 199s.
I don't know if that finally made it in. I don't even know, Gene, what the hell you're talking about. But I know that, there are people that gracefully know when to quit. And, just know when to wrap it up. And when you're a singer, I think as you get older and you can't hit those notes anymore, and you look like a skeleton, but you just can't let that fame go. I can't even understand what he would be making per gig now. And talking about former frontman from Van Halen,
he is so ridiculous.
Supposedly they killed it.
David Lee Roth. What now?
Supposedly they killed it at.
They stopped it.
No, they didn't kill it. The only thing that's almost killed is him.
No, he didn't. Everybody don't want to see him no more.
So here's the deal. He was also very heavily processed, and had a Van Halen, had the Van Halen backing of Eddie Van Halen and Eddie Van Halen's brother. I don't know who the drummer was, but and he was also 40 years younger, and 40 years younger. Now, if I would come in here, at I don't even know how old. Hey Alexa, how old is David Lee Roth?
David Lee Roth is 71 years old.
Yeah.
Jeez.
So 11 years from now, if I am just, a shell of my former self, and I can barely talk, talking like this. Hey, it's Bubba, and I just want to let you know I don't even know about David Lee Roth. I don't know why he's still doing this. I'd lost my, they call it it's called your timber. I'd lost my timber or I don't know if it's, I think the texture of your voice might be called timber. I think my mom used it one time. And this is the type of performance. Now, don't forget, there's been two frontmen for Van Halen, him and Sammy Hagar. But probably the most hits came with David Lee Roth. But, I mean, listen, 5150, I think, was Sammy Hagar, I think. And so, Sammy Hagar had a lot of hits with Van Halen as well. Now, I've recently seen Sammy Hagar, and he's aged. Hey, Alexa, how old is Sammy Hagar?
Sammy Hagar is 78 years old.
Oh, my God.
And he looks better than him.
Oh, yeah. Let me find me, the latest Sammy Hagar performance because, now, I don't know if this is drugs or this is just the rock and roll lifestyle or I don't know what it is. But maybe it's just genes. People have better genes and live longer and are more healthy and less susceptible to cancer and various other things. A lot of it has to do with your parents and your genes. If there's cancer and history of cancer in your family or heart condition or thing like that. Did you send it to me, Lemmy?
No, I was looking up. So it looks like David Lee Roth. I looked up the two who had more hits, David Lee Roth or Sammy Hagar.
And who had more?
Sammy Hagar probably had more because he had two bands.
Well, no. If you could. Sammy Hagar was a solo artist. Now I'm going to give you a little bit of trivia that you will not know. What was his band before he was a solo artist?
The Red Rockers.
No, Montrose.
Montrose, that's right.
He was called the Red Rocker.
Yeah, that's right. Well,
Idiot.
that's close.
No, you weren't close.
Idiot.
So, which Van Halen era sold more? So does it give you? Does it just give it to you?
So. It's saying that it sold David Lee 36 million.
So David Lee sold 36 million.
Yes.
So which Van Halen era
and
sold
Sammy
more
Hagar
records?
was 16 million.
All
right,
doubled him.
All right,
Red Rocker, sucker.
There you go. But when David Lee, now what's a David Lee Roth concert? I don't know who the hell would hire him.
He played at Coachella.
Yeah, I think this might be from Coachella.
No, it's a different one.
But this is pathetic.
It is.
Somebody needs to go to David Lee Roth.
Feel sorry for him.
Somebody needs to go to David Lee Roth, like it may be the equivalent to his Gene Lasker, or somebody doesn't care about what you say and care about the repercussions or hurting people's feelings and just go, hey, let me tell you something, David. It's time for you to wrap it up, buddy. I just watched your jump performance on TikTok. Embarrassing.
I mean, dude, you said your last word of the song and your arms were still flapping.
Hey, Alexa, how much is David Lee Roth worth?
More than us.
Hey, Alexa, how much is David Lee Roth worth? Bitch, what's going on with you? Alexa, good morning.
Good morning.
Okay.
And happy Friday. The day's name is derived from Frigg, a Germanic goddess known for her ability to see into the future.
Okay.
Allow me to borrow some of her foresight and wish you a great weekend.
No. Alexa, shut up. Hey, Alexa.
Stream paused.
Oh.
No, I don't want you to start.
60 million.
It says 60 million today, but those things are never accurate.
When you see me over here struggling, Lummy, that's where you got to come in for the fill-in. Thank you.
Sorry.
I didn't want to steal Lummy's thunder.
But you should have. You should have. Just jump in. Just double dutch yourself right on in.
Double dutch.
Now, when Lummy asked me if you should come in or not, I go, yeah, but you make sure you tell him we're not going to be all hockey and just to double dutch himself when he feels an injury, just boom.
Well, Diaco really set the standard low falling asleep. All I have to do is stay awake and I can take his seat.
Zinger.
Ouch. I sent you also David Lee Roth's Coachella, so just so you have it, his Coachella performance.
Is it better?
See, I heard from different people that saw it and said it was better.
All right, well, hold on. that's one rendition of Jump that they caught at Coachella. Let me show you when maybe you don't have quite the sound system or the engineers or the backing or the processing. Let me show what it sounds when it's really just kind of stripped down. Watch this. It is embarrassing.
He looks like Harvey from TMZ.
He does.
Yeah, he does.
Listen.
Oh my God.
I mean, just look at him.
He looks like he's dead.
He looks like an eagle.
Beak? Don't they break their beak off? Don't they go?
It looks like his beak needs to be broken and he needs to be laid to rest.
His eyes are back in his head.
Look at him.
Look at him ears,
and
man.
It looks like he's got a
already.
Cro-Magnon head. And just look at, like, you know what, Dave?
He goes this year.
He's on the new U.S. dollar bill.
Let it go, buddy. Let it go. You got $60 million, bud.
I sent you Sammy Hagar's latest concert.
Them guys are having fun playing the music, though.
I'd take a Babyface concert over that.
Yeah, I'd take anything. Let me. What do you send?
I sent you Sammy Hagar's Vegas, like he does 10-year at Vegas.
Now, listen. I've not heard this or seen this, but Sammy Hagar, I've seen like when he's down in Cabo at his bar with his whiskey, and he still has the it. Like it was way better than what we just saw.
He was worth about $150 million.
Yeah, because of his.
Because he don't sing like rock.
Listen, here we go. He's 87. Hold on, even look at him. He's 87 years old, Gene. He's 6 or 7 years
No,
old.
I say he looks way better than him.
Hold on. This is a Van Halen song.
Even
right here.
louder.
Love Comes Walking In. 1986. He's mixed better. He's clearer.
He's still got a good voice.
Well, let's hear his voice. He just looks like he gets around better too. Yeah, like he's he actually goes to the gym and does legs. All right, come on, enough of the intro. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh my God.
I don't know if that's any better.
This
Please
is why,
put me to sleep.
Bubba. This
I
is
loved
why
him
I
at one
told you.
day.
I told you Oliver's going to do music. You can't be 78 years old out there in hockey skates, right?
No, I mean, you can't be 78-year-olds and do that either. Man, this was a big story that I wanted to get to. Definitely want to get to it before we go to words. This blows my mind, and I don't know what penalty these people are going to face, but I don't know if the feds get a hold of this or not, but oh my God, this is horrible.
Wild and frankly disturbing story out of the state of Utah. A transgender woman and her partner are accused of kidnapping her child, allegedly to go take her to Cuba and get gender reassignment surgery.
Now, supposedly they're there in Cuba. They kidnapped this kid and has taken this 10-year-old to Cuba to start the gender, like to put a penis on her. And I don't know that their parents knew.
I didn't know they did the opposite.
Yeah, they can. Yeah, they do, Gene. They'll cut off. They'll make a vagina a penis, and they'll make a penis a vagina.
No way.
Yes, and they take the skin off of your butt or your forearm, and they get like this plastic phallic-looking thing, and they wrap your actual skin that they've skin grafted off of some part of your body onto it, so it's really your skin into like a phallic-like prosthetic.
How do they make it move?
I don't know, Gene. I don't know any of it. I just know they do it.
I mean, you always hang
Madeline
good.
Rivera live in Washington with more on this.
And supposedly the U.S. government has stepped in, and they've sent a private plane to go get her.
Good.
Hey, what do we know?
Hey, good morning, Bill. So the case prompted the Justice Department to send a government plane to Cuba to bring the 10-year-old child back to the U.S. Federal officials say the child's biological father, Rose Inessa Ethington, who's now a transgender woman, and her...
Okay, so this is her biological father right here?
Father.
Yeah. Who's a transgender. Man, this kid ain't got no chance.
He ain't got no chance. Let's kill it.
This kid, yeah. No, don't. Gee, no, you're not going
to
kill
him. Why?
Kill the parents. Kill the
you know
parents.
how much jet fuel is to go get him?
Kill the parents, not the kid,
Well,
you
both
dumbass.
of them. Make a mockery of it.
Partner took the 10-year-old for what was supposed to be a camping trip in Alberta, Canada late last month. But they never made it to their hotel or campground. Instead, after crossing the Canadian border, the couple allegedly flew from Vancouver to Mexico City. Then they took another flight from Mexico to Havana. All of this happening, by the way, without the knowledge and permission of the child's biological mother. Court documents don't state...
All right, so the kid... They've separated or divorced or something like that. She's got a biological mother, which gave birth to her.
Is she normal?
And she's normal.
Okay.
And she was married to this goofball that decided he wanted to turn into a woman.
Did he whack it off?
So I don't know. So when the dad had his visitation, so even if you're a whack job and you're transitioning, the courts will allow you to be able to see your child and have visitation. So unbeknownst to the mom and not with her permission, the dad, who's a transgender woman, takes the kid to Cuba behind the mom's back to have gender reassignment surgery.
From a girl to a boy.
What?
From a girl to a boy.
To turn the girl into a boy.
I sent you. It's a minute showing. It's
All right, hold on.
cartoon to show Gene.
Hold on.
You got a boy look to him?
I don't know, Gene. Shut up.
Actually planning on getting the child gender-affirming surgery in Cuba. But the FBI says they found notes at the couple's home with instructions from a D.C. mental health therapist to, quote, send the therapist the $10,000 and instructions on gender-affirming medical care for children. Rose's partner had withdrawn that exact amount in late March, per the complaint. Family members of the 10-year-old boy say they were worried Rose had manipulated him to identify as a girl. Rose's brother tells the New York...
Oh, so it looks like it's a son? It looks like the child is a son. And he's been manipulating the transgender dad has been manipulating this little boy to act like a girl.
Oh, of course.
And they were going to lop off the kid's penis in Cuba and make a vagina.
New York Times, she had been pushing for the child to get transition surgery since he was 5 years old.
Yeah, so he's a boy. And the whack job transitioning mother...
Raised him as a girl, so he thinks he's a girl.
This seemed to be clearly all be coming from Rose. Rose's brother says, it was heartbreaking and hard for me to see. Rose and her partner have been charged with federal international parental kidnapping laws. They'll face the remainder of their court case in Utah.
When I return, man, wait till you guys see this. So this couple went to Orlando, and they did the IVF deal, and that's where you make your baby in a petri dish, and then they
wait. What?
Yes.
What is a petri dish? The hell are you talking about?
Let me. Sometimes I feel like we gotta.
Feel like what? You know something more than me. At this moment, you do.
Gene,
what the hell is it?
Okay, a petri dish is a scientific little round disc that they can put like embryo and in this disc. And it's a little piece of glass that they use for scientific reasons. And so what they do when you can't have a child, like you cannot, for some reason, you and your wife keep trying to have a baby, and you just can't get her pregnant for whatever reason, whether your sperm aren't fast enough swimmers or strong enough, or her eggs don't accept sperm. Like, for whatever reason, there's a lot of problems.
So it's a test tube baby.
Yeah, kind of. Yes. So what they do is they harvest an egg or multiple eggs out of the woman, and they take the husband's sperm and they inject the sperm, and they actually physically inject it into the egg until it takes. And then once they've made it outside the body, they then implant that already impregnated egg into the woman, and there's a higher percentage for her, since you've already made it outside, for her body to take that egg, incubate that egg, and have a baby. Well, I'm not even going to give you the payoff, but there was a mix-up at the lab.
And they had a black baby?
Yes.
Oh!
Yeah.
They deserve it.
And what do they
deserve it for?
Why would you say that?
Because this makes for good radio.
So being very inappropriate does not make for good radio.
They should have played the lottery then.
God.
I don't know.
I mean, he wears me out.
What are you talking about? Play the lottery?
He's just stupid. Sometimes your stupidity.
They were gimmicking
stupidity.
each other up by doing this. You've been better
it's the
off.
only way.
The guy.
Well, if you didn't want a mistake to happen, you should let your neighbor help.
It's the only. So you let your neighbor get your wife pregnant?
Well, he was white.
Well,
no mistakes about that. Now, what is there?
But it's not your baby.
It ain't your baby this way either.
Yeah, it is. It's your sperm.
Yeah, it's part of Uniglass too.
They had a sperm mix-up, and they shot, Jerome's sperm into this egg.
They're better off to make a football player.
Well, we're going to get to the story, even though you look at it through very, very, very flawed lenses. Some of his outbursts of stupidity are funny, but some of them are very problematic.
I don't get it. I don't understand.
I need Sarah to. I need you to listen, Sarah. You've got to monitor the program.
It's this damn hockey player right next to me.
This is why I come on Fridays. This is why, Gene. You're the reason. You are the reason.
Do not
encourage the monkey.
Just so you know, hot dog.
There's not enough soap in the world to make him clean up his act.
Get out of my sight.
You're listening to the Bubba the Love Sponge Show.
Put yourself over.
Right, just gotta, hey man, rock and roll.
See, that's a petri dish, Gene.
It looks like an empty chew tin.
Jen, do you see a petri dish right there? Yeah, that's a petri dish.
All right, we're gonna.
You think everybody in the world knows what the hell that is?
Most people that went to high school do, Gene. Yes. Yes.
Oh, that's in the science lab when you look down at. See, I got thrown out the first week.
It looks like
we created a bomb.
A bomb?
Yeah, a bomb.
A bomb.
Yeah.
I thought you said bomb.
No. We made firecrackers, a little bit bigger than that though, but.
Science.
Yeah. We don't want to allow the science labs anymore.
What, Land O'Lakes?
Dade City.
Dade City High?
I was at Dade City High. I was being buffed because of the racial riots at that time. And, yeah. That's an explosion. Then, but then I had to go to tractor mechanics because I didn't know nothing to do with tractors. But then that was really a great class. Something that stuck with me my whole life.
How about being an asshole? Where did that come in at?
The what?
Nothing.
What that? What do you say?
Nothing.
I can't repeat it. It's not for me to repeat. That's not my story to tell, Gene.
Wait, so did you graduate from Dade City?
No, I graduated from Land Lakes.
Okay. But
Because when the racial riots was happening, we were being bussed. Everybody was being bussed.
Oh, okay.
So the black schools had more whites and the white schools had more blacks. And then they built Land Lakes because Lake Paget, they couldn't go all the way to Dade City. And
by the way, $20. Well, yeah, Lake Paget.
Land Lakes, was getting uppity at that time. So Lake Paget built the Land Lakes High School.
Well, yeah, Lake Paget was nice.
Oh yeah, Lake Paget. You had to be invited to buy a house there.
Did you play sports in high school, Gene?
I tried, but I was too little. I was a little guy. I tried to.
Were you mouthy? Were you mouthy as a kid?
What's that?
Were you mouthy as a kid?
I don't think so.
Oh.
I didn't get beat up a lot. But I was a little bit, because I remember being in D.C. on the second floor, and when the blacks was kind of like taking up all over the whole school, like, you know, and I was in the white bathroom. I was in the right bathroom, and when I walked into there to take a pee, there was a black guy here and a black guy here, and I walked into the middle of them. I go, damn, I feel like an Oreo cookie. And they threw me off the second floor. I didn't break the bones because I landed in the bushes, but I scratched up pretty good.
Landed in the bushes.
Story of your life. That should be your new book. I landed in the bushes.
You by the way, $20.
Boom.
Oh, well, Gene, you went to HCC?
What's that?
You went to HCC?
Yeah.
You went to college?
Yes, I did.
No, you didn't.
It says it.
Did.
Gene's story.
But only for like 6 months. And you know what got me? Why I quit?
And I got thrown out.
No, I didn't. Matter of fact, I was making a good grade. But I worked at DNR Garage in a junkyard during the daytime, cutting motors out of cars, and I could never get my hands clean enough to raise my hand to answer questions.
Do what?
The fucking truth, asshole.
What?
Motherfucker, you've been all grown up with parents and shit, and cleaned up and gave the right clothes. I didn't have all that fucking shit going on.
I'm not. You crack me up, Gene.
My feet, you know, you get when calluses and then the grime gets in them, you can't get out.
I know.
Okay? And then under my fingernails, you sit next to a girl with a damn $80 sweater on, and I know the answer, but I can't raise my hand because then they look at you and ew, look at your hand. So, you know, I just said, I'm making good enough money working on cars. And truthfully, I thought about being a cop at that time of my life.
You'd be the most corrupt cop.
I really. That's why I was going to school to be a cop. I said, well, I'm going to be a cop. You know?
Crystal Harley is your official Harley-Davidson dealer for the Nature Coast. Crystal Harley-Davidson has the best selection of new and pre-owned motorcycles, as well as official HD merchandise and parts, live bands, food, and beer every weekend. Crystal Harley continues to recognize and support active duty military, first responders, and veterans. HD Hero customers receive an extra $500 Hero cash on select new motorcycles. Rates as low as 1.99% with zero down for qualified customers on select new Harley-Davidson motorcycles. $1,000 in trade assistance on select touring and softail motorcycles for the entire month of April. Don't know how to ride? No problem. Learn to ride. Sign up today for the Crystal Harley-Davidson Rider Academy. When you roll up in there, make sure you tell them Bubba Army and receive a free helmet with motorcycle purchase. Their website is unbelievable. Check the new and pre-owned inventory right there online at crystalharley.com. Always tell them Bubba Army.
Bubba the Love Sponge. It is.
I'm here for the sponge.
Mate. It's all about mate.
It's got to be Bubba. I laugh so hard.
Bubba the Love Sponge.
Ow! The Bubba the Love Sponge Show.
Lummy, I was just checking our Facebook, and we blew through 250. We blew through 251. And now we're at 251,989.
300,000 coming soon.
We're only 11 away from 252,000. And so I just posted up on the chat gimmick. Hello, everybody. Only need 11 more followers to hit 252. Please share this and help. There's got to be somebody listening to the show right now that does not follow us on our Facebook page, the show Facebook page, which It's got so much good stuff with all the reels and the shorts and the various things that Gary can draw. You don't even have to watch the show. If you just go through our reels and our shorts, you can pretty much get like our spin on almost every major topic. We take almost every major topic and make it into a reel or a short. And I got a lot of people that email the show daily that says, oh my God, I don't even have to watch the news. I just follow your reels and your shorts, and it lays out everything what I need to know with your very brilliant spin on it. So please go to our Facebook page, which is at the Bubba Army, and follow and share, which will help us grow.
Love me, am I following?
Yeah, yes, you are following.
Hey, Mommy, I don't even know if I'm following. Maybe I need to go to Sarah, my wife, and tell me if I'm following, because I could very well not be following.
Mommy hooks me up, man.
Yeah, he's following. You're good.
I'm following.
And you know what? The show is following you too, Gene. Yeah, the Bubba the Love Sponge Facebook page follows Gene Lasker.
Oh, wow.
That's when I know you're doing stupid-ass AI stuff, when you turn into your body.
I know, man. I've been bored as hell for a week because I haven't done no AI because of your mouth.
Yeah, well, you don't AI yourself to look worse than you do in real life. You AI yourself to look better.
But it's still doing stuff.
No, it's not. No, you don't get it.
I mean, I thank God I don't look like David Lee Roth at that age.
Well,
I can AI to look like David Lee Roth.
There's no talking to you. It really is.
Because you don't want to have enough fun in your life.
No, Gene, I don't want to get canceled and deplatformed, so I can't roll like you do. We make a great dynamic because you're absolutely insane, out of control, out of your mind, racist. I'm
not racist. I just know the difference between black and white.
Yeah, and that's not necessarily things that we should potentially talk about on a show.
Okay.
And I know how to reel you in. I know how to play the disclaimers when you're being stupid.
Even Diddy like white.
What's that?
I said even Diddy like white.
The color commentary made by Gene Lasker may be offensive to some listeners, and not necessarily the views or opinions of our advertisers or this radio station. Now, let me tell you something.
Me, right?
You're not getting any younger, so
Seriously.
your language will most likely become obsolete, too.
We had to make a brand new one for me? Another one?
Only you talk over the positioning statement that I'm trying to play to cover our ass on what you said.
Well, it was about me, so why can't I talk with it?
Because I want people to hear it, not you. A little bit less of you, a little bit more of everything else. Okay, buddy?
Yes, sir.
No problem. So, Gene, you wanted to know what an IVF procedure is. And you also wanted to know what a Petri dish was.
Yeah.
Well, this little glass right here is called a Petri dish.
Yeah, I wasn't in science long enough to really know it.
And that's where they do scientific experiments and things like that. You were in tractor shop while everybody else was in Petri
doing
dish.
That, yeah.
And so this is going to walk you through what an IVF, what it is.
How to grow a baby in an egg.
And why people need it. People that can't seem to get pregnant the natural way. And the solution, Gene, is not to let your white...
So somebody playing God?
Your white next-door neighbor have
sex.
Is
that what you're calling this?
Yes.
I'd love to see Gene do that experiment. See what he grows in that Petri dish.
Yeah, I tell you what I'm going to grow. I'm going to grow me
call him the great white one.
7'1" white guy to play NBA.
That's right.
That's what I'm doing.
Swoosh right on the Johnson guy.
Here we go.
Did you know pregnancy can begin outside the body? This is IVF, in vitro fertilization. Your brain releases hormones that stimulate the ovaries.
So, Gene, what's it stand for?
Listen, man, this is way out of my league.
Hold on. Practice after me. In vitro.
In vitro.
Fertilization. In vitro fertilization.
In vitro fertilization.
There you go. That's IFV.
Some man being God. Hope you don't get a black baby.
Medications amplify this signal. Your ovaries recruit multiple follicles instead of one. Each follicle matures an egg. Clinicians retrieve these eggs using a guided needle. In the lab,
yeah, imagine if you was invisible and seeing the insides while you're looking in the mirror.
Gene, shut up and watch this, because it has to do with our next story. I need you to sit. I just need you to watch. Okay? Thank you.
Are introduced or injected directly into the egg. Fertilization happens at the cellular level. DNA from sperm and egg combine. A new embryo forms and begins dividing. Cells multiply. Structure organizes. After a few days, a selected embryo is transferred into the uterus. Now your body takes over. Progesterone supports the uterine lining. The embryo must attach and invade the tissue.
That's the vagina, Gene, what we were just looking at.
Implantation takes place. Pregnancy begins. Clinical pearl. Embryo quality matters, but uterine receptivity is just as critical. Timing the transfer to the endometrium is key to success. IVF is not just technology. It is precise control of hormones, cells, and timing. So here's the question. Would you like to see what actually happens inside the lab during fertilization?
No, we don't need we don't need to see that. We just need to we needed to show Gene what IVF is. That leads to this next story where there was obviously a mix-up, and I'm going to play the story. Gene,
if they don't show the baby,
they do.
Okay,
I think they do.
All right, I sent you a picture just in case.
We have breaking new details just in involving the IVF.
As soon as the picture flashes up, everybody is going to laugh, because if that came out of my wife, I'd be like, there's a big mistake going on here. Either you could get pregnant and you've been sleeping with the black guy that mows the lawn, or the IVF fertilization clinic shot Leroy's sperm in there and not mine. But there's Houston, we got a problem.
Mix-up case we've been following for months. I'm Jesse Pagan.
And I'm Lindsay Sablon. Those test results are in. West 2's Michelle Imparado's here in studio to break down what we're learning tonight.
Well, guys, we're learning the genetic parents of the baby.
Wow. Well, at least you get a free EDM card.
Well, I mean, Gene.
You get free money.
The views and
we played it more today than ever. I mean, my God.
The views and opinions made by Gene Lasker are not necessarily those of our advertisers or this radio station.
Caught in the middle of this heartbreaking lawsuit have been found. Tiffany's.
I don't even know if I'd take the baby home. I think I'd leave it at the hospital and say I don't even want to get attached to this thing, because obviously it's not ours.
It might be a Michael Jackson and it'll be an asset in life.
Score and Stephen Mills sued a Seminole County IVF clinic after giving birth to a baby that did not display the same physical characteristics.
Now, don't forget, IVF is the sperm of the dad and the egg of the mom. So it's realistically the way that nature makes a baby if the woman had the ability to make it on her own. But because for whatever reason her eggs and your sperm just don't seem to jive, so you got to make it outside the body. But it still is the dad's sperm, the mom's egg, making a baby. It's so when the baby comes out, it's going to resemble their mom and dad.
So did one of them do a black person in their life?
No. They shot the black guy's sperm into her ovary, and they did a DNA test and verified it. Now they're suing this place.
As they do, genetic testing confirmed the baby had no genetic relationship to Score or Mills.
So then they did a DNA test. The baby had no DNA that matched the mom or the dad.
Either one.
As their story gained national attention, a couple who used the same fertility clinic came forward saying they thought they were the biological parents.
Yeah, so maybe this African-American couple came and said, listen, we had a white baby and you had our black baby. We got to do, crisscross applesauce here.
Couple grand, switch swap? Yeah.
No, I think it's way more.
Both couples agreed to take tests to see if the couple who came forward was, in fact, related to the child. Well, those test results came back today.
All right, I feel like I'm on a Maury Povich thing. And see, the DNA tests came back today from the African-American couple who had a white baby and the white couple who had a black.
That scares me.
Oh, yeah. So you ready for the test results?
Gene Lasker, you are black.
Gene Lasker, this is your baby.
Confirming the unidentified couple who came forward as the baby's genetic parents.
Yeah, so the African-American couple who came forward is really that's the sperm and the egg that they implanted in.
Well, the little baby got white people hair.
They didn't even mess up on half of it and just use the black guy sperm. They used the black guy sperm and the black woman's egg and planted it into this woman. So this baby has. Although she carried it to term and had it, this baby has not related to them in any way, shape, or form, and it's 100%.
But they stuck it in her.
Yeah, they stuck it in her. How much is that worth?
I don't know. You think she got rhythm now?
Now, Score and Mills released a statement tonight to West 2 saying in part, this
and this baby looks. I mean, Steve, you're in the baby business. What this baby looks to maybe 3 or no, but I mean, you have infants now, and this baby looks to be like what, maybe 3 months old, maybe something.
I'd say probably less than that. Yeah.
Yeah. So you kind of get attached to it, even though it's kind of a mistake. Right?
Yeah,
but
you
feed it every day.
I mean, my question is, wouldn't they know day one? Why 3 months later we're taking the picture?
The minute this thing pops out, I'm like, whoa, somebody needs to hit the brakes here.
One chapter in our heartbreaking journey, but it raises new issues that will have to be resolved.
And here's the new issues. Where's their baby? Like, did the black couple get their baby? Because they don't really go down there. I don't think they ever got a baby. I don't think they made a baby for these people. They made a black baby with the black guy's sperm and the black woman's eggs and put that in this white girl, but I don't know that they made this couple's baby anywhere and threw it.
So we're going to have to try it again?
I wonder how business is going to be for this clinic moving forward.
In addition to questions about the disposition of our own embryos are still unanswered and are even more unlikely to ever be answered, adding only one thing.
I don't even know what type of, how much they could potentially get. I mean, just the mental anguish of a woman.
Do they got insurance for that?
No, Gene, they're going to sue the place.
Right.
I mean, and then this couple's going to be able to be like, listen, she had to, carrying a baby 9 months is not the easiest thing for a woman. And that's mental anguish. And then, popping it out. I mean, they got damages. They got a lot of damages. They're going to own this place.
Is as absolutely certain as it was on the day our daughter was born. We will love and will be this child's parents forever.
Hold on, what?
Good people.
They're not giving it back?
Hell no.
Well, don't you kind of got to?
Not when you spit it out.
Whoa, hey, Bubba, I just sent you what the...
I don't care how you look at it, it's still hers.
The head doctor of the IVF Life
Gene,
Clinic.
just shut up. God, I'm ready to tell you to go home. God, you're just chiming in dumb, just stupid stuff.
I can make more money at home.
Well, you might want to go home because you're just goddamn nonstop. Black baby, full-time baby.
I didn't pick this outfit to do. I mean, you the one putting it on the screen.
Couple sue fertility clinic after a white couple give birth to a black child.
So that's the head of
There's
it.
more to this.
So this is the head of the whole place?
He smoked her while she was out on, he got her on the table. That's what happened. He put the mask on her face and got her out there and,
put the Petri dish on the table, right?
Yeah,
Gene?
he made his own
Tiffany
Petri.
Tiffany Score and Stephen Mills sue Florida IVF clinic after genetic testing reveals newborn baby is not related to them after black girl is born to the white couple. Dr. Milton McNichol, ID'd as the head reproductive endocrinologist, is named in the lawsuit. And so, this is pretty much the same story right here.
Yeah. I just wanted to show you what the guy looked like because it looks. People are saying there might be a little similarities to the baby.
Oh yeah, imagine that.
Okay, so today I want to talk with you a little bit about the evaluation process for infertility. And first of all, let's talk about some definitions. So infertility, generally speaking...
Yeah, I've seen enough.
I don't think that guy could get
If you sit down at your first meeting with that guy and you still go there, we have issues.
That's on you. After your first consultation with that guy, if you decided to still go, that might be on you.
That's an Amazon robe he has on there with his name.
Exclusive new photos obtained by...
Man, Mike Vrabel, If you didn't think this could get any worse, it's gotten worse.
I sent you also an interview that them two did about Vrabel's wife, and people were finding it a little creepy.
Well, she named her first child, or she named one of her children after Mike.
Yeah.
Or Michael, and they're claiming that it might be Vrabel's kid.
Yep.
So like I'm saying, this thing's not dying because it's getting more salacious as it goes.
Your wife, Jen, is a superb athlete.
I would say used to be.
Maybe used to be, but she's still got it in her, I'm sure, the way you do. Which sport do you think Jen could beat you at now?
Ping pong.
Ping pong. Have you ever done it?
Now this is the Rossini chick
interviewing
and the Vrabel chick doing an interview, and he's kind of dogging his wife a little bit.
I get too aggressive.
Yeah, I
can't. And after it's two volleys, I just try to.
Your wife, Jen, is...
Well, they're just saying how creepy it is that I guess they did a lot of interviews talking about his wife while they were banging.
Page 6 show Diana Rossini and Mike Vrabel all over each other.
Now, this is from 6 years ago. in a New York bar, and these pictures have now since surfaced of them kind of all over each other, holding. I think there might have been kissing.
A secluded New York City bar, 6 years before they were caught holding hands and hugging at an Arizona resort. The New England Patriots coach
Now, this is from 6 years ago right here.
NFL reporter were spotted together inside the dimly lit Tribeca Tavern.
I don't even think she's that hot.
No.
I think his wife is as attractive, maybe even a little bit more than her.
In the early hours of March 11th, 2020. They sat close to each other while conversing at the bar. At one
Well, I'm just telling you right now, this right here are not two people that are just friends. I'm just telling you. Look at that. That's
She wears mascara and her wife don't.
bar, at one point appearing to share a kiss. An eyewitness told Page Six.
Which just goes to show you, man, people can have pictures from 6 years ago that they'll try to grease you with.
What? How is this guy holding onto a picture from 6 years ago?
I don't know.
They were kissing and they were all over each other. He had a ring on. At the time the photos were snapped,
I really hate this woman's condescending delivery.
Yeah.
Rabel was already married to wife Jen, while Rossini said "I do" to her now husband, Shake Shack executive Kevin Goldschmidt.
Which he's a good looking. Look at Kevin.
Yeah.
He's a good looking dude.
He's a 9 to 5 guy.
Yeah, and he probably
he makes money.
Probably makes $3, $4, $5 million being the CEO of Shake Shack.
Probably.
And I mean,
Just 6 months.
but I think she's a cleat chaser.
Those Arizona retreats aren't cheap, Bubba.
No, she's a cleat chaser, and she doesn't want a guy that's successful in business outside of sports. So she's a little cleat chasing bitch.
Months later, both share 2 kids with their respective partners. The sportscaster and the NFL coach, whose wedding ring was visible in the photos, were very close to each other throughout the evening, according to our insider, who witnessed Rossini's legs in between Rabel's legs. The eyewitness told Page Six that
She's rubbing his boner on between his jeans.
Rossini and Rabel were at the hole-in-the-wall bar at around 12 a.m. and stayed for at least an hour, flying under the radar. They were having a glorious time. They were giving each other pecks, a bunch of pecks constantly, the source added. There was nobody in there. Nobody knew who they were. I don't think even the bartenders
Somebody knew
did.
something.
At the time the photos were snapped, Rabel was working as head coach of the Tennessee Titans, while Rossini was an NFL reporter at ESPN, extensively covering the team. The reporter posted a photo of herself on set with
Who's the blonde? Whew.
an ESPN host just hours before her bar outing with Rabel, joking in the caption, "A blonde, a brunette, and a redhead walk into a bar." Reps for Rossini and Rabel have not responded to Page.
Man, I'm just telling you, just from this, even though this is an innocent, like you take I can just tell there's something there. Oh. You can just tell.
Six's request for comment. The bombshell new pics come 6 years before Page Six obtained photos of Rossini and Rabel holding hands and hugging at the Ambiente in Sedona, Arizona.
All right, we've seen all that. Let's move
While
ahead.
the company initially supported her, she resigned from her position amid their investigation into the photos. The Athletics investigation remains ongoing. Meanwhile, Rabel broke his silence on the scandal earlier this week during a pre-NFL draft press conference at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Massachusetts. Rabel revealed he had some difficult conversations with people that he cares about, including his family, the organization, the coaches, and the players.
I actually have. The latest one, Lummy. I think there's been a couple.
Yeah.
Here's one I think that's newer than the one we had from yesterday.
I just want to reiterate the gratitude that I had the other day to.
So remember, he's already talked about it one time. Now, this is something brand new that we haven't seen. This is new. As all this stuff starts to unfold and he thinks he might be able to get ahead of it, then the New York City from 6 years ago pics come out. And don't think his wife ain't full hot. And they probably didn't have a prenup. And he probably makes $4 or $5 million, $6 million. I mean, let me, he's probably at least a $5 or $6 million a year coach.
Yep. And that was 6 years ago picture of her son's night. Michael is 5.
Her son, Michael is 5. Now they're speculating that Michael might be this guy's.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you're the Shake Shack guy, I mean, I'm ordering a DNA on my kid. Aren't you?
Yep.
As have shown in a personal and private matter, I want to address the news regarding my current situation. I understand that there are questions, but I take accountability for my actions.
Well, are you really? Are you going to ever be really honest with us? Is that kid yours?
And the action.
That's what we need to do, Gene. Is send Gene on some of these press conferences and let him just light him up. Hey, let me tell you something, Mike. Is that kid, Michael from 5 years? Is that your baby?
Kind of looks like you.
Kind of looks like it. You getting ready to do a sperm test?
Just a yes or no answer. Just
a yes or no answer before I get thrown out.
It's a distraction to the people that I care most about. My family.
Your wife.
Football team. The organization and our fans.
Thinking of a line?
My previous actions.
He really got like he kind of glossed over it the first one. He's really drilling down on this one.
Yes.
Meet the standard that I hold myself to. They don't. And what I believe is best for the two most important things in my life, my family and this football team, is for us to take the necessary steps to work together, and to give them what I told them I'd give them, which is the best version of me. And that's what we're going to do. And that's going to start, that has started, that'll continue this weekend, and it'll continue for however long it takes for me to give them and to complete that process.
Well, first of all, I don't think it should have anything to do with his relationship with his players. Like Steve, you had head coaches, and what type of shenanigans or relationships that they got involved in outside of them coaching you. You probably didn't really care, did you? I mean,
it's hard, right? Because it's definitely a distraction to the team, and it takes away the focus. It puts the focus on the coach instead of the team, and especially when you're trying to prepare. But
out of all your coaches, give me your most favorite one and your least favorite one. And don't be a pussy on the least favorite one and say, oh, I don't really have one, because I know you do.
The least favorite one, actually, that's tough. That changed a couple times throughout my career. One of them actually lives here in Tampa.
Well, how about your favorite one? That's got to be easy.
Listen, you told me not to be a pansy. I won't be a pansy. I don't have a problem speaking.
But I wanted to go. I wanted to go top guy, then bottom guy first. Top guy.
Top guy. I really, really liked a gentleman, Mike Sullivan, who now coaches the Rangers. He was great to me in Pittsburgh, and he said something that really stuck with me, that he doesn't like when they look at players as assets, and that's generally throughout the sports world. That's what we are, as assets. He had a personal touch, which I really liked. Barry Trotz was incredible. Really, really great human being. So those were two of my favorites. Okay. I wasn't with Barry very long, but
now least.
Least, I'm going to give you my Mount Rushmore of least favorite coaches.
Oh, there's more than one.
Wow. Like I said, it changed a few times through my career, but one of them had to be Adam Oates, and I think he stays here in Tampa. So he was
Adam Oates.
He was really, really, really good to me.
Too.
Really good to me, and then fell off. And then there was two other ones that were just not even hockey. I'm not talking about a coach from a hockey perspective, just a personal side. Was Matt Karkner and Dallas Eakins were two of the worst human beings I've ever been around.
And were they coaches?
They were both coaches, yes.
And just complete dicks.
Just bad humans, lying, and just the stuff that they did. And
now, is there? Have you ever been part of, when you played for the whether it was Pittsburgh or whether it was? I think you did some time in Toronto, didn't you?
I did, yeah.
And Pittsburgh and in Washington, right? Now, was there ever incidences where, we who have never none of us have played professionally, but we hear the term a lot, the coach has lost a locker room. Have you ever seen that or been a part of that, where the coach has lost the locker room and the guys just, like, the ongoing scuttlebutt amongst you players, because you guys stick together, is this guy's a dick. We're not good. Does that, have you ever been part of that or no?
For sure. I mean, in San Diego, we had one of the worst collapses I've ever seen in hockey. We needed 1 point either way with 7 games to go. So we had to go to overtime one game, or two teams chasing us had to lose a game. Both teams went 5-0. We went 0-7, and they played each other the last game, and we missed playoffs. And it was just, our last weekend, we needed 1 point, and our coach drove separate from our team. That's losing the locker room. And then in Orlando, I mean, I think...
For the Solar Bears?
Karkner was the coach in Orlando. I think he put 4 or 5 guys into retirement that year. So talk about losing a locker room. Team didn't make playoffs. Of course.
Do you guys, when a coach loses a locker room, is there actual discussion amongst you players? Like, man, screw this dude. Like, what? I mean, like, is there actually that conversation? Because a lot of times the locker room's sacred, and coaches don't go in there a lot because they respect the players and they let that be their kind of sanctuary. So a lot of times you guys can talk about stuff and the coach not find out or hear about it. So when a coach has lost a locker room, whether it be on the football or the basketball or the NHL level, like you would know, like, do you guys actually, like, Crosby or like one of the leaders or something, like, man, like one of the captains, is it always kind of led by a captain and then everybody kind of follows suit? Or
no, like in San Diego, what they did was he wanted yes men. He essentially, and I don't say this term lightly, he created a cult within the locker room. It was as long as you did what he said and you were a yes man to him, he would keep you. And if you didn't, he'd move you. He'd trade you. I got traded from there. And it wasn't like me rebelling against the coach, but just, there were certain things that you have to stand up for the locker room, right? You have to speak for the guys, and you have to be that channel.
There's no way that San Jose guy kept his job after. I mean, he had to get fired after that.
Well, he did. It's politics. It's politics all the way through. His wife was best friends with the owner of the Anaheim Ducks, who owned San Diego at the time. The wives were best friends, so he actually got a 2-year extension after missing playoffs, and then became the NHL coach a couple of years later. So that's how the world works.
Were you ever, and this is just a yes or no question because I don't want to get into it, it might really cause some backlash or some issues, but that whole Chicago Blackhawks scandal where that one coach was being very inappropriate and grooming some players and doing like really, really bad things, sexually bad things. Was that ever? Did you
were
ever,
groomed?
Did you ever? Yeah, he's been groomed by Brooke. But
listen, there are situations.
Have you seen any of that? Have you seen any of that?
100%. And it's way more common than people think.
In hockey?
Sports is a little bit tougher to do it than the entertainment business, and me and Brooke talk about this all the time because the entertainment business isn't performance-based, right?
Right.
You look at music, you look at acting, you look at wrestling, you look at all these things. It's not performance-based. Hockey is still performance-based. Sports are still performance-based, but it definitely happens. Was
that guy from the Chicago Blackhawks that was like the most egregious one, wasn't it? Or the most public one, I should say.
Most public. I think he broke the ice, right? And I don't want to say this, but it happens a lot more at the younger ages than it does.
Like in juniors or AAU or things like that?
Yeah, there was a big one. If you want to do some research, Theo Fleury, my old coach Sheldon Keefe, they were a part of this, and there was actually a murder for hire plot within that.
Really?
So that's a crazy story if you dig at that a little bit. A guy ended up, one of the guys who was groomed and taken advantage of actually ended up going to jail because he hired somebody to take care of the guy. And it's a lot more common than people think, but like any big business, it gets brushed under the rug.
Shuffled under. Yeah.
Shane Marzoff, $20.
Thank you, Shane.
I began to hallucinate and thought a houseplant was talking to me.
Prescription medication.
Oh, man.
Prescription medication.
Rare delicacy.
It takes a lot of great prescription medication to make the show sound this mediocre. The Bubba the Love Sponge Show returns after these words.
Bulldog's going off on you, Bubba.
What's he saying?
Tell Bubba his high-pitched voice sounds like a little bitch, and he needs to wear looser underwear. Must be pinching his hairless half-incher.
Hey, tell Bulldog I'm glad he's feeling good with his audience of 0, because I'm gonna fuck him up next.
Yeah.
Hey, Bulldog, you and your shitty chicken tenders, motherfucker.
I thought they were really good.
They are. I just gotta fuck with them.
The whole Vrabel thing too. Like, I'm not stereotyping women in sports, but it is so common. Usually not coaches, but players. It is generally a lot involved in sports have other motives.
Didn't the Panther guy, didn't the Blackhawk guy end up being the head coach for the Panthers?
Well, he's the guy who was in Chicago while it was all going on is in Anaheim now.
He didn't lose his job?
I think he left Chicago, but that's the thing. It's an old boys club. Like, if you're a coach, you just sit and wait at home, you're going to get another opportunity. I mean, like, Tortorella got hired with 4 games to go when Las Vegas was going to playoffs.
By the way, $20.
Tortorella was down here.
I know.
Didn't Tortorella win the Stanley?
Yeah.
Yeah,
he was
the first one here with the Lightning.
He's somebody I would have loved to play for.
Oh, he was a motherfucker.
This is AI picture, so you can't sit on that hood.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's what you got mad at me for. But this is me taking them for a ride. They're all in the car with me.
I want to go for a ride with me, Gene.
Oh, no, you don't.
I'm pulling in my backyard.
Don't go on a ride with him.
Easy,
You
all
may
the
never
moms,
come back.
They're on daddy, they'll watch it. And then I go, you ready to go for a good ride? Yeah, Papa. Send it. And so the big girl, she's like 4, she says, Papa, make the tires make noise. I said, okay, baby.
How many horsepower is that, Gene?
925. It's stupid. Take it for a ride, you use the handle. They loved it.
You go through your neighbor's
So,
fence.
Gene, has it got as much acceleration as
No,
your
that's all
sprint,
my
as our
fence.
sprint
There's a little
cars?
barn back there.
No.
That thing is sweet.
It is so
That
sweet.
thing is sweet.
So,
I need you to soup up.
Bulldog, I can't believe you're talking shit about me.
Let him have it, Bubba. He's not used to somebody standing up to him.
Listen, Bulldog.
Bulldog.
Bubba's whole state.
You're such a Bulldog. You're a shitty grandparent. I've seen your grandkids more than you have.
Oh.
What is that? Talking to me?
Man.
Gene, look at the screen. Look at my guy. Oh, you missed it. There's Stormy. Oh, look at that. Gene.
We can't see that
We
one.
can't see it.
Oh, he can't see it?
You have to move that over.
Hold on, let me show it to him. Hold on. Hold on.
Go back to your guy.
It just showed it, our sprint. Oh, there's Hogan at the Christmas gimmick. Hold on. That's Tyler's first late model.
Look at how little he is.
Me and Tony at the Champions Ball.
Yeah, he was young too, wasn't he?
Tony teaching Tyler how to drive in the garage. Somebody's dog. Big Show and the kids.
Wow. Wow.
Bella, who tried to eat the fucking steps guy yesterday.
Yeah, well.
Warsaw meet and greet. I don't know what that fucking is.
Bubba Army.
Oh, Bubba Army helmet. Greg and Amy. Greg and Amy. Me and Poitras.
Waitress.
Mom and Jeff. Aw. Rest in peace, Eddie. Colton. Oh, what was his name?
Giant Beetlejuice.
Giant Beetlejuice. All right, we gotta go. How about it?
Gotta go.
Out.
How about it?
About it.
All right, so we got about 15 minutes, Lummy, right, for our next break.
Yes, sir.
Then we're done.
Yes, sir.
No matter what your emergency may be, a lockout, maybe you're in the ditch, dead battery, car wreck, car won't start, and you need it towed, one-stop shopping, my friends. It's Steps Towing. 800-330-8651. Or, of course, StepsTowing.com. Steps has been family-owned and operated for over 60 years. Anything from a big semi-rotator rig to a regular wrecker to a flatbed Willie, they got you. Steps Towing. Tell them Bubba Army.
The Bubba the Love Sponge Show, listener supported via PayPal, Venmo, and Cash App, all at the Bubba Army, now returns.
Steve's father, the Bulldog, right outside of Detroit, has been talking some smack about me.
Who has said it again?
The Bulldog. That's his dad's name, the Bulldog.
Okay. What they talking smack about you for?
I don't know. Because
Your voice is different?
Because he's threatened. He's threatened by me.
He's threatened by you?
Because his son actually spends more quality time with me than him.
So how did you get the threat?
He texted Steve and said that was I using a high-pitched voice for something and it sounded like a little bitch?
Yeah, I don't know.
Listen, Bulldog, you're just mad because I know your grandkids better than you do. Time to get your ass down here and start being a grandparent. Your wife, salt of the earth. I love her. I don't know why she puts up with your ass. Your ladder climbing ass every day. You're stiff. You're sore. She has to take off your boots.
Bulldog, you realize there's a couple million people listening to Bubba right now, and who's listening to you?
Yeah. So come on, Bulldog. We're supposed to be buddies. It's going to be, you know what, Bulldog? Life's going to be a lot easier if you and I are on the same page than if we're not.
Jeffrey Primo, $30.
Imagine that ass stuff.
I've already won your wife over. She loves me. I've spent time with her. I think she had a little something for me too, Bulldog. She was looking.
I can't speak on that, Uncle Bubba, but yeah, you and Bulldog could.
The reason why we ram heads is because we're so much alike. Me and the Bulldog.
1,000%.
I think me and the Bulldog actually be buds if he actually gave me a chance and didn't want to pick my show apart. I don't go to your job sites and pick your lack of electrical skills apart.
Lack of it.
Come on, Johnny Bulldog, be nice.
Johnny
wire things up. Listen, let me this Epstein thing. It ain't going away, man. It ain't going away, and every day they're sniffing around, finding more stuff.
But no one's getting in trouble.
Yeah, but I really think, man, eventually, I don't know how long they can keep kicking the can down the road. But does anybody agree with me that eventually they're gonna find out? I think Pam Bondi got fired over the mishandling of this. 3 different news stories today, including Alan Dershowitz, a very, very prominent attorney, says he knows for a fact that he's seen the files and there are people being safeguarded and withheld and to save people's ass, and that he knows names and stuff but cannot, in fear of getting killed, will not release them.
Let me tell you, this is going to be one of those days. One of those days in which we hear a lot about Jeffrey Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell and the political crisis.
And how long have they been trying? They've been trying to get rid of this for a year, haven't they? If not longer?
No, longer.
The Epstein files are causing for the Trump administration. The latest reports that Ghislaine Maxwell is trying to angle for a pardon.
Yeah, she's trying to get a pardon now. And there's actually people that in the administration that have kind of maybe thought about it. Now, if Trump pardons her, is that not a cover-up?
Or perhaps getting closer to securing a pardon, and again trying to get a court to vacate her conviction and sentence for sex trafficking, have raised the hackles again and raised the profile of this Epstein files crisis for the Trump administration. Raja Krishnamurthy has asked the Department of Justice to hand over any records that they may have gotten from Ghislaine Maxwell or from her attorney in which they're discussing a pardon.
I heard that Ghislaine Maxwell's attorney is now saying that she's going to be pardoned. Are you kidding me? That is absolutely insane.
I think that's really, really not a good look for Trump at all. He's already people are thinking that he's playing the shell game with regards to this whole Epstein report, and that there's still stuff that's not been released. You listen, you know what? You pardon this bitch on your last day in office, if you're going to do it. I wouldn't even do it at that point. Now that's just going to cause the new administration, whoever that may be, more pressure on them to investigate you as to why you did it. There's just some people you got to tell no. Listen, Maxwell, no. I'm already trying to kick the can down the road for all the other stuff coming out. As soon as I let you go, what are they going to say?
I've already introduced a resolution saying that she should never be given any form of clemency or leniency given.
She's already getting, on her testimony, they put her from a medium security, kind of hard living prison to like a country club out in near I think Texas or Arizona. It's like a halfway house kind of deal. It's not even prison. It's where that Eileen Theranos girl that did the blood labs. Yep. Yeah, it's like where all these high profile people are.
That she perpetrated this ghastly sex trafficking ring with thousands of girls. She never admitted to it. She hasn't served any time, showing no remorse. Absolutely no to any kind of pardon for her. And by the way, what the heck is the DOJ doing with regard to this particular investigation? They've had 2 arrests. They still have not produced all the Epstein files. 3.5 million pages are missing.
3.5 million pages are missing.
From who?
The Epstein files.
I know, but where is it missing from?
It's missing from the availability of the press and the public to be able to view it.
Oh.
They're supposed to release it into the press and the public for public viewing and public consumption. and they're withholding 3.5 million pages
from the production. And they're now talking about pardoning Ghislaine Maxwell. This is crazy.
And there was this report late on Wednesday.
Which was yesterday, by the way. Or no, 2 days ago. 2 days ago, there was a report late.
House Oversight Committee was considering some clemency for Maxwell to get her to testify. It's been pushed back on by Republicans. I talked about it on CNN with Jake Tapper.
So they're going to give her immunity and maybe a pardon for her to come in and tell more. She's already had that opportunity to come in and spill the beans.
Was she going to pin it all on Jeffrey, and then Palm Beach Pete's going to be riding his Bentley up and down the coast still?
Yep.
That's right.
Yep.
Explain why that thing is just a non-starter.
I heard, Steve, that the people that they were actually covering, like kicking the can down the road for, were the Saudi princess, like the Saudi Arabian royalty family. That's who Trump is doing all this cover-up for.
Boy, try to find a Democrat to vote for that thing.
Yeah.
It's like playing the Powerball. You could win, but you're not going to. You could find a Democrat to support giving her clemency. You will not. So let's start there. This thing is politically cancerous to all who touch it.
It's just cancerous in general. Take all political affiliations out. It doesn't matter if you're Republican or a Democrat. I mean, one of the most, heralded Democrats were, listen, I got to give Bill Clinton some credit. He stepped up and testified, answered every question they wanted him to. Well, if he does that, why can't, and he has to be the most powerful name on the list. Former president, two-termer.
And imagine they're going to find a critical mass to support that toxic idea.
But again, they don't need that if it comes down to whether or not President Trump decides to pardon.
And maybe President Trump is thinking about doing it, and this is providing cover for him in some way. Like, oh, look, members of the House Oversight Committee want it. Although we should note, Chairman Comer did not say that he wants it one way or the other.
But there are other issues, too. Pam Bondi was to show last week for a deposition under subpoena and did not. As members of Congress do not like being circumvented when they...
Yeah, I didn't know that you could no-show a subpoena in front of Congress. I thought that was instant grounds of maybe being in contempt and getting arrested. But did Bondi no-show on a congressional subpoena?
I thought she showed up. I thought she flew in and showed up.
I don't think she did. I think she no-showed.
Issue a subpoena. And Robert Garcia of California has said he believes both parties will support an effort to either get this thing back on the calendar, to find a contempt finding against Pam Bondi. Expect to hear more about that.
Oh, yeah, she did. Oh. She ignored it.
Wow.
It looks like the House is going to... Now the House Democrats are coming forward, they said, with contempt charges.
Yeah. Listen, man, I don't care who you think you are. If Congress is calling for a subpoena, you got to go. Bill Clinton went.
Every document would prove...
This is, I think, Alan Dershowitz, and he's got a pretty good spin on this.
Every document would prove I was innocent. So let me tell you, I know for a fact documents are being suppressed. And they're being suppressed to protect individuals. I know the names of the individuals. I know why they're being suppressed.
But I want to live. I don't want to be killed.
I know who's suppressing them, but I'm bound by confidentiality from a judge and cases, and I can't disclose what I know.
But you could tell Gene Lasker. Gene Lasker. Hey, it's Gene Lasker. I got a press conference. I got a little something to say about who's on the Epstein files and who's not. And it ain't pretty. Some old guy told me at the ice cream shop down there. Dershowitz or something.
God, I know the names of people whose files are being suppressed in order to protect them. Every document would prove I was innocent. So,
and then finally, I think this is the last, but I found three. The Epstein thing was like trending today when I was looking at the news.
But you would be shocked, Pierce, that some of the names that I have seen that came across the DOJ in emails that the DOJ is protecting. And we're talking about people on both sides of the aisle. We're talking about
Representative Nancy Mace says that she's seen the Epstein client list and warns that the names on it will shock the entire world. She adds hold on, mind you, this is not political games here. She's a Republican.
Yeah, to South Carolina.
She adds, as a Republican, the DOJ is protecting those identities. According to Mace, this list includes both Republicans and Democrats, along with wealthy elites, media figures, people in power, and even current and former prime minister and presidents. She says the Epstein case will go down as one of the greatest cover-ups in American history. I just don't understand. Somebody, somewhere, one administration that isn't on it or doesn't care about covering a Saudi Arabian prince's ass. But at that point, we're so in bed as a country with Saudi Arabia, like we can't afford to piss them off. So maybe it'll never, maybe, as long as those people in Saudi Arabia are in power, which it's my understanding that it's a big family and they'll never, that family is never not out of power. They just keep going to the next guy, the next guy, the next guy. And so, like, the royal family in Saudi Arabia will always have the same, it's the same family. So maybe, and we're always, they're one of our strategic allied partners when it comes to oil and just all types of things. They got more money. I think probably they're the richest country in the world. And so you got to sit there and suck their D's and cover their ass. But somebody, somewhere, someday, maybe in our lifetime, will say, hey, I'm the president, or I'm the head of the DOJ, or I'm the attorney general, and I'm going to, these 3.5 million pieces of Epstein file pages, I'm letting loose. But Lummy, she says it would, she said, according to Mace, the list includes Republicans and Democrats, wealthy elites, media figures, people in power, even current and former prime minister. And she said it'll go down as the greatest cover-up in American history.
Well, he looks on edge because the one interview, they called him out for being in the Epstein files.
What, Piers Morgan?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That I have seen that came across the DOJ in emails that the DOJ is protecting. And we're talking about people on both sides of the aisle. We're talking about famous people, rich people, people in power, prime ministers, former presidents, etc., media personalities that are named in these files. And that's why I say this is going to go down as the greatest cover-up, one of the greatest cover-ups in American history. And I don't believe the girls...
Well, it's not. Let's not cover it up anymore.
...are actually going to see justice, which is why it's going to be incumbent upon...
And let's not forget, man, the people that really, really need justice are these 22 or 23 survivors that want full disclosure and transparency. There's 22 or 23 women here that all were victims of Jeffrey Epstein's sex trafficking ring.
Has any of them got paid yet?
Yeah, I think some of them have, but a lot of them haven't. And they're like, listen, don't worry about redacting or blacking out my name. I'm standing on the congressional steps right now, at telling the Congress to do the right thing. I've already outed myself. Yes, my name is, Jill McGillicuddy. I was a 9th grader at West Palm Beach Middle, and I got sex trafficked by Jeffrey Epstein. People can know my name. They can know my background. I don't have to be anonymous. So don't worry about redacting my name. I want all these names out. So, I can't think of any other instance where you have 22, 23, 25 women that want their people that touched them and messed with them and trafficked them to be uncovered, and the federal government does not care about them being women victims of sex trafficking and rape and sexual exploitation, and we're worried about covering your excellence brother of Saudi Arabia and Jimmy Kimmel. I don't know Jimmy Kimmel's on it. I'm just thinking of a media personality.
People like Democrat Ro Khanna, Republican Thomas Massey. I'm a Republican myself who's willing to name some of those names in our committee work, on the floor of the House, whatever it takes, because this kind of thing cannot continue to go on. I want to give the next girl hope that when she comes forward, she won't be shamed. Her life won't be smeared in the Daily Mail or whatever the next press, is going to do. What they do to female victims and to children is disgusting, because they're protecting their rich and powerful friends. But you'd be surprised.
And let's not forget, man, a lot of these women were 9th grade, 8th grade, 10th grade. And we're protecting the people that sexualize them.
They were kidnapped and brought there? Or
yeah. Well, they were groomed. Yeah. Jeffrey Epstein would have them first come to his house in West Palm Beach and have them give him handies, like massages with happy endings. And then they would do that and get like $300. And he never had sex with them because he had like a deformed penis. Mm-hmm. He had like Peronis, and it was like an egg-shaped, deformed penis that was like a sidewinder. And I don't know that he could actually have intercourse.
He could, but it hurt.
Yeah, it hurt him to have intercourse. So he just got masturbated. And so these 8th and 9th graders would come to, and so Jesseline Maxwell would, find these 8th and 9th graders, these cute chicks, somehow get them to come to the house. They cut a deal with him, $400 to give him a happy ending massage. And then he would tell them, if you got any of your little girlfriends that you go to school with, for every girl that you get to come over and take care of me like the way you did, I'll give you like another $300 or $400 finder fee. So that's how he groomed them. That's how he groomed these girls. And these girls are now coming out and saying, listen, don't worry about protecting our identities. We're publicly saying we did it. We want to hold accountable. We were taken to Epstein Island, and this particular Saudi prince blasted me, and this particular English royalty guy, was it Prince Andrew? He blasted me, and this particular politician blasted me, and this particular media guy blasted me, and I was in 10th grade. There's 3.5 million pages that they won't show us. Anyway, we'll end the show and say goodbye next.
Believe it or not.
Absolutely not.
Everything you heard about him has been toned down for easier public acceptance. The Bubba the Love Sponge Show returns after these words.
Like 2 minutes.
Hey, Reggie. Super quick.
And I said, so I am
give me back in 5 minutes.
You ain't giving the baby.
I'll put you on hold.
You did them other baby. You crazy.
Spinning the wheels. Going crazy.
So I said,
I told him you gotta be quick. 30 seconds.
I said, so I'm just gonna back up and drive right up and down and drive it real easy.
Yeah, you lit it up. I bet. Yeah, have you seen that interview where she calls Piers Morgan out for being in the Epstein files?
No.
Oh, he clams up.
Did he?
Yeah, I have. If you want me to send it to you, I don't know how.
I saw it. It's a little long.
Yeah,
I didn't really have time though.
We don't have time.
Yeah, but for future, if you ever need it.
I'm only allowed to give her a little ride. I won't even leave the pavement.
So, Steve, do the babies ever get like in a battle royal?
Oh my gosh, the other day it was hilarious. The other day, she had both binkies. He stole one. She whacked him on the head, and then he stole her binky. So she played it cool. She went back and ripped both of them and took off on him.
And because she can walk, and he can't quite walk yet, right?
He can. He just doesn't walk as much as she does.
But she's more mobile than he
she's
is.
flying everywhere right now. But they said it when she first came out. She's spicy. She's spicy. The other day, we have these little things, these metal rods, like door stoppers, and he whacked her over the head with one.
Do twins run in your family?
Neither of our families.
Yeah, neither.
And we didn't go to Orlando Fertility Clinic either.
Everyone.
So you didn't get spiked up.
It's that Michigan Wolverine sperm that he's got.
Yeah.
It's that bulldog sperm.
Was it makeup sex that happened that way, or what was it a regular sex deal?
You want to know all the details, G?
Well, just a little bit more.
Do you know where they were conceived at?
Yeah.
You do?
Yeah.
Where?
Orlando.
After a hockey game?
Yeah, after her father was talking to us about fornicating.
So Hogan made it in there, huh? Hogan's always around.
Let me tell you something, Brookie. I know what you haven't said, X.
Well, he gave me the speech in the kitchen. He gave it to me one time. I'm glad that you two are taking the next step because that fornicating, you can't be doing that.
Yeah, even though I'm real good at it. even though I got a big body count, I don't want you doing nothing.
Oh, poor Hogan.
No, he's
Fuck
great.
Hogan.
Great. So Steve took that as when Hogan said, "Thanks for not forking out my daughter." He's like, "What else? Tonight I'm gonna bang her and give her twins."
took that with everything else he told me.
What, right to the trash?
All the narcissistic, self-serving shit that he fucking told you.
2 truthful things he ever told me. Brooke doesn't have a bad bone in her body, and then he gave me the exact script of what happened in the WWE 2 months before it happened.
I was joking.
Oh, that's fucked up.
He did that. He told, when Vince got in all this trouble, he told us the script 2 months before it happened in the pool one day. The only 2 things that were ever truthful.
Oh, wow.
Lummy, we hit 252. Woo! Thank you, guys. We're 79 to the good.
79 in the good.
$5 for every
80.
jeans mask.
80 to the good. Man, Gary Cantrell, you're fucking doing it,
Yeah,
brother.
he just texted me. He's like, yeah, ready to go. Go to the Wesley Chapel one, Gene.
What's that?
The ice in Wesley Chapel. Haven't helped.
Is that good ice?
Yeah. They got like 6 rinks in there.
It's over the hill on the left.
Yeah.
Who owns that?
There were two guys that owned it together. There's a money guy and 2 guys who owned it together. Older guys with younger wives, and the wives got in a fight one day, so one owner's out. I think the money guy kind of took it over from both of them.
He doesn't care about opinion polls and research studies.
Oh, I feel safer already.
He's more concerned about getting a hot porn star for a mix-in with his wife.
Okay, good, because I want to have sex.
You're listening to the Bubba the Love Sponge Show.
Let me, we got to tell Reggie, man. Listen, smooth ass brother. Don't call in with 2 minutes left.
9:57.
We can't go long form with this with the long cool one if you only give me 2 minutes. What's up, Reggie?
Let me shoot this out. What's going to break over the Epstein thing, and nobody's touched on it. Pedophiles always record video and pictures. They know who's in the pictures and the video. When that's released, everybody's going down.
I know, but hold on. Who has? I mean, if the pedophiles are the ones that possess that, and the government doesn't have it, well, then nobody's ever going to get it because they're not going to tell on themselves. Are you saying the government has it?
Yeah, they've got it. They recorded. They got all his recordings in Palm Beach, in the Virgin Islands. They've got that. That's going to expose everybody. Period.
Who do you think's the biggest name on that they're really trying to, like, you know? And again, Reggie, a 40+ year
Saudis.
Like I alluded to, the Saudis.
Yep, that's the money.
And then I don't know that there'll ever be an administration, Reggie, Republican or Democrat, that's not beholden to the Saudis, right?
Oh, man, everybody's head would roll. They're not going to touch the Saudis. They got more money than Jesus,
That's
man,
right.
please.
So, I mean, like, that's very, like, it's like it's a dead end if the Saudis are the ones they're protecting and we can't ever really expose the Saudis
Right.
so then what happens?
Look what the Saudis did to Khashoggi, and that they chopped them up.
Yeah.
I mean, they don't play. They don't play.
And they even admitted they did it, and we turned the other cheek.
Oh yeah, yeah. Like, what you gonna do?
Yeah. So
all right, love you.
Love. And let's talk next week, Reg.
You got it.
All right,
Take
buddy.
care. Have a great weekend.
All right, now. Let me. One of these days we should have Reggie in.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
He's the man.
We got Steve. We got former professional hockey players.
I'll forfeit my seat to Reggie.
Oh, okay. That's not even your seat.
Steve, he just moved in.
Yeah, he is.
Rolled up
You
in here.
can't take it if you don't claim it.
Yeah,
say it.
You can have it anytime you're in town, my friend. I enjoy having you.
Tara's house is pretty comfortable. Be careful what you wish for.
She's pretty. Well, I got a. You haven't seen my setup yet either, brother.
Yeah, I
got
stayed the night there, Bubba.
No, not my new setup. You haven't seen my new one.
Yeah, that's before you put Gene to work moving you over there.
Yeah. Lummy, is Aaron bringing the dump trailer back?
It's already back.
Oh, it's already back?
Yeah, that's why I had to move the Crown Vic.
Oh, damn. Thank you, my friend.
Love you, Sarah.
Picked it up, dropped it off, said fill it up better next time.
Oh, is that what he said? Well,
Yeah.
next week, all hands on deck. Here, not my place. Here, all hands on deck, so we can get the hell out of here. Steve, appreciate you.
I appreciate you guys.
Lummy,
Good to see you, Steve.
Lummy, I'll see you tonight, Lummy.
Sounds good.
8 to 10, Bubba 199 on Twitch and on Rumble. It's the birthday edition. We only do 3 Bubba 199s a year. Macho will be the DJ. I think it's going to be a little bit of a sausage fest. Just know that. But it's, it's celebrating my birthday at the end of the day. So that's what we're here for.
What better way to celebrate it?
Better way to have it than I used to be the man and have chicks just, 3 or 4 deep. Now I got men.
You got 60-year-old men coming in here.
Yeah,
I'll bring the eggs.
Thanks for letting me finish.
You've been listening to the Bubba the Love Sponge Show, starring
me, Bubba the Love Sponge,
co-host and show historian, Lummit.
It's Brian Matroni, king of counter program.
Gene Lasker, voice of the people. Glad you get to hear me.
Gary Cantrell, video editor.
Yeah, back here wiring up. It's Mini Macho.
The BRN agent, Thomas Buttoned Up B.
Co-host, Dr. Dan Diaco, Esquire, of Council. Co-host, J. Diaco, Esquire, the Spitting Cobra of Council.
Now, time for the legal disclaimer.
Exactly.
The Bubba the Love Sponge Show is intended solely for the enjoyment of our listening audience. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or other use of this show without express written consent of the Bubba Radio Network is prohibited.
We must dissuade him of this delusion.
Until next time, always remember.
I repeat hello.